guest tonight is Lieutenant Sarah Kokoski, spokeswoman for the NCPD. Hi there. Welcome to the show.
Hello, Ziggy. Thanks for having me.
I hope you made it to the studio without any issues. No carjackings or drive-bys along the way?
No. Fortunately, the streets of Night City are getting safer every day. We've seen recorded homicides drop from 7,103 a year ago to just...
Hold on. The streets are safe, you say, but what about the highways?
I'm sorry?
You heard about the shooting off the Route 1 exit, I trust. Half an hour before any response team arrived on the scene. Over 700 rounds fired in that time. What happened? Where are the gunmen now?
Well, the NCPD is responsible for the safety and security of all citizens within city limits.
Sarah, sweetheart, don't feed us some NCPD script. Be honest with our viewers. When will they finally be safe? When will they no longer need to carry a concealed weapon for a trip to the mall or to take their kids to play ball in the park?
The NCPD is doing everything it can.
Look at that cop squirm.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to The Crucible. I'm your host, Andrew Wilson. Today we have a special event, a little early afternoon for us, against Vosh versus Brandon Martinez. You can find Vosh, kind of the ongoing joke, right? Vosh from Vosh.
Okay, so you guys know how for the past month, Kanye West has wanted to talk about literally nothing besides how the Jews control the world. That's like
The
the only
Jews!
thing he wanted to talk about, and all of his talking points just sort of coalesced around that, and that's it, and that's all he wants to talk about. He went on the Tim Pool podcast, and he was just like, yeah, okay, let's talk about the Jews. And Tim was like, okay. And then Kanye was like, I think they control the world, and they're bad. Tim was like, I don't know, and then Kanye left. Oh, he went on InfoWars. He went on Alex Jones' show in a very fashionable GIMP mask with noted boy motor Nick Fuentes over here, wearing the same dirty hoodie.
Boy motor.
The whole past week. The full stream of which we can't look at due to cucky YouTube community guidelines shit, because they're incredibly inconsistent with their guidelines. So
my accounts because they've been frozen by the Jewish banks. So I need.
So basically, in the aforementioned NASCAR Guy Fieri GIMP attire, my man Kanye over here came over here and continued to talk about the subjects that he found most interesting, which, you know.
Need to watch my meals.
Well, CNN says white people are evil Nazis, so. I mean, I disagree with both statements, but I get the Trojan.
I don't like the word evil next to Nazis. I think we need to look at.
Oh my goodness! Just because you don't like one group doesn't mean the other. Look,
I love Jewish people, but I also love Nazis.
It's genuinely remarkable to reach a density of Hitler particles that even Alex Jones kind of like awkwardly laughs at. Do you know what it takes to make Alex Jones awkwardly laugh? Do you have any idea how far you have to go to make Alex Jones awkwardly laugh? That takes a lot. Oh, you crazy card, Kanye. You wacky guy. Let's move on.
Disagree with that. But listen, we're gonna go to break. I'm the crazy one here. We're all crazy. The whole world's crazy. And the whole power structure's coming down. This is absolutely lit.
Yeah, the bar.
Lit.
Look at this. Literally, like, I want to be clear, by the way, Alex Jones is a Nazi, or at the very least is okay with spreading Nazi ideas for profit. Probably like 98% a grifter. Alex Jones will say anything. The real problem with Kanye West is that he's too mentally ill to keep the lid on, you know? The way other conservatives do.
David Icke's
enemies in here hosting the show with you today. We got Nick Fuentes, one of my best buddies who works for us, does a really good job. He's over there with us. Oh, now he's turning to Alex Jones. So what are we gonna do here? Yay, the Balenciaga situation. You made a great point during a break earlier about how they just need a new devil, but that's a devil distracted from the fact that we become the devil. And that's kind of what you said. Can you repeat that?
Yeah, I just saw people.
Oh, I was hoping Kanye would have a new mask. That's kind of disappointing. I was kind of hoping he would have a cool mask on. Why is the Gorn here? Don't worry about it, okay?
People making videos about it, and I said, it just seems like it's just more noise and mayhem and code red and things to get people outraged. As I said before, every form of pornography is only 10 years away from pedophilia. Anybody that's watching pornography, watching a woman have sex on camera, she's reliving the trauma of being molested. Like,
interesting. Do I try to break this down? Like a political opposition to pornography, a very like common conservative talking point. You might think it's just prudishness, but it's not just prudishness. A lot of it is also the fact that far-right politics and fascism in particular are kind of rooted in male sexual insecurity.
Get out of here.
And so the fascists will constantly try to find like sources of their perceived sexual emasculation. If you go into any fascist forum or talk to a fascist or anything like that, you will constantly see them talk about how elements of modernity are like emasculating and sexually weakening them. And a big one is pornography. You see a lot of this with like the no fap movement, where they are like obsessed with the idea that pornography is sapping testosterone and sperm count for men, which isn't true. The real reason that sperm count and testosterone levels seem to be dropping is in all likelihood because of plastics, the type of food we eat, general levels of activity, stuff like that.
America.
Not pornography. But there's always a they have to find like a cause of it. This thing though, it's like every woman who's recorded f***ing is reliving her trauma. That comes across to me as like a more of a confession than anything. That's extremely weird. I don't know about that. Like if you're having sex with a chick, but like one of you takes a selfie of her getting gaped or whatever, like is that now traumatic? It doesn't make any sense, you know. I guess it's a lot of it's
Lift your
probably
legs
a
up.
dig at Kim Kardashian.
Selfie.
A lot of it is probably also the idea that the kind of
Asshole
woman who would
selfie.
have sex in front of a camera is like more damaged than the kind of woman who wouldn't, which is, let me be clear, not even remotely true. The idea that like people who are in sex work are more likely to have been victimized or sexually molested or whatever, there's a huge like concurrent or like lurking variable there. And it's the fact that people who are in sex work tend to be more comfortable opening up about stuff like that because their industry is adjacent to like a lot of conversations surrounding consent, whereas there are plenty of like quiet, mousy trad girls who were molested by their uncles all throughout their childhood, who will just never talk about it. Vosh, also Kanye showed nude photos of Kim at business meetings. Interesting. Neat.
A greater majority of women that end up being strippers, prostitutes, or pornographers, adult film stars, have gone through the trauma
Stenographers.
of experiencing pedophilia, but sex is a legal drug that's pushed to destroy humanity.
Okay.
If you drive down the street in California, they will be pushing strip clubs, they're pushing alcohol, they're pushing sex. It's
Love that shit.
This is like, so for people
They're pushing books. They're pushing hot dog stands.
Oh
They're
no!
pushing Italian food.
Not the tacos. Get the fuck out of my
have
way.
this moral code about
Excuse me.
pedophilia, but no moral code about strip clubs, pornography, and the sex industry. It's not what the Bible
Excuse
says.
me, just here to scan your
By the
boys,
way,
fuck
guys,
everything
if you
up.
ever see any,
Ping, where your friends
anything
at?
on ConquerSeries.com. What do you think that is? ConquerSeries.com. How to
That
quit
dipshit
porn
up there.
forever. Explore strongholds that
Some
keep
asshole
men
back
in
there.
bondage. Discover the weapons and strategies of God. And there's a bunch of fighter jets.
Alright, let's
Fighter
go.
jets look cool. So yeah, anyway, hopefully this goes without saying, these images are bullshit. I get is the implication here that like pornography and heroin both literally cave out your brain. I have no idea what they're even trying to say here. I don't even know what message they're trying to deliver. Like your brain's literally like it does to your brain what smoking does to your lungs or something. Yeah, I don't know. Your brain just instantly disappears. The moment you look at titties on a screen, your brain just caves in. You look like the three-head guy.
Bible says that all of that is wrong. So Jesus said so, or Jesus
Cleared up.
said no. That's when we just need to
So
follow.
let me ask you this: what about world?
We're doing the clip show here.
But for the ADL, I want to say there's a lot of good
For the oh boy.
I don't hear anything from the ADL or anybody else.
But for the ADL, I want to say there's a lot of good Nazis that were just fighting for their country. For them all,
Like George Soros.
for them.
Okay, so yeah, like I said, Alex Jones will gladly spread Nazi talking points with like no issue.
Holy shit, I didn't even notice
There's
these
a
guys back
conspiracy
here.
theory that George Soros
We'll
was
kill
a
him with
Nazi
this.
collaborator. He was, of course, like a 14-year-old boy when the Holocaust happened, and he is a Jew. He escaped the Holocaust, and he survived, I believe, as by being taken in by like a wealthy, sympathetic patron who was like housing some people, you know, like, oh yeah, yeah, you know, in Hungary right? Or Budapest, yeah, where you know, like, chill out for a bit. I'll tell the authorities you're not Jewish, you know.
All to get put in a box. They're all in a box. Every Nazi's bad. Well, could some of the Nazis have just been fighting for their country? Oh, they're all. Oh, we can't put them all in a box.
No, I get you're explaining that, like you said, you love the Zionists. You don't agree with some of the things they're doing, even though you don't support a lot of what's happening. Seriously, I've really studied a lot of history. Plus, I had family that was there. And so, I mean, I don't think Hitler was a good guy. I get the Hugo Boss uniforms, amazing. But I mean, just because you're in love with the design, you're a designer. Can we just kind of say, like, you like the uniforms, but that's about it?
No, there's a lot of things that I love about.
I
Hitler.
love
A lot of
Hitler.
things that I love about Hitler.
There we go. Didn't want to cut that one off. Sorry. What do you think?
That is
of
such a
German
good
soldier
clip.
During that time who was
Such a good
conscripted?
soundbite.
Like here's the issue, okay? The problem is, let's say you're a brave contrarian and you want to step up and you want to say, hey, not every Wehrmacht soldier was a Nazi. A lot of them were
Who's
just
shooting?
conscripted dudes. You know what the correct answer to that is? Yeah. So what? That's
Is that
the
a
case for
speed
literally
checker? What
every
is that?
army. Or in fact,
What's that light?
literally every large group of people at any time in
It's that
any
little bullet
historical
shooting
conflict.
past me.
It's not exactly a hot take. No shit. Especially
ghost.
later in the war, a lot of the people who were conscripted were like
a ghost.
boys, like 15-year-olds. You know, they ran
out.
out of men to throw. at
Ghost
the front.
cops.
So, like, congratulations.
I don't fuck with them either.
However, the clean Wehrmacht myth is just that,
Ah.
a myth and a Nazi talking point. You'll see a lot of people who play a lot of Hearts of Iron say, you know, oh, the SS were bad, but the Wehrmacht weren't. No. Wehrmacht army divisions were used to cull Jewish populations and round them up for retrieval for the death camps. There were the Wehrmacht was not just some like separate independent group of patriots who were like unaware of or not related to the Holocaust. They directly engaged with every level of occupation, collaboration, rounding them up, killing them. Of course they did. It was the army of Nazi Germany. Why would they not do that? It's not like any of that crap was a
Who's
secret.
this asshole?
Yeah. Just-
Get over here.
Yeah, they were complicit in everything.
Get near my
I mean,
car.
you can feel bad for the people who were conscripted if you want. The problem is like,
What the
why
fuck
do
are you doing? Get
think
over here.
Kanye is sympathetic to the Wehrmacht conscripts.
Bitch!
Kanye, who spent the
Get over
past
here.
month doing nothing but talking about Jews and how Jews.
You didn't see
are
anything?
Do you think he just like coincidentally developed a humanitarian interest in the conscripted Wehrmacht soldiers who were not collaborators in the Holocaust? Like, just two totally divergent points about the Jewish question and also a sudden interest in defending the Wehrmacht. You know, why does he actually feel that way? You know, just something to think about. So anyway, he was talking about Hitler.
Loot up.
A lot of things.
Damn,
Hey,
stealth build is
Ned,
fucking
what is
Oh wait,
nasty.
really quick by the way, you can see their reactions when he says this. Very funny.
that I love about Hitler?
Take a look at Alex.
Love.
Take a look at Nick. Nick loves it. Again, he's just like an E shit poster. He's just like, yep, yep.
Good stuff, Kanye.
Alex Jones, you can see it right here. He's doing the oh boy face. Look, can you see it in the low res? He's doing the... Because you know Alex Jones just wants to capitalize on Kanye being canceled and how they're being censored by the deep state and blah, blah, blah. But there are limits that he can't cross as well. And Kanye just can't hold back.
A lot of things. Hey, Netton, what did you think about that, Netton?
All right.
This is insane. You are an insane person. If you say something, it's okay
So
that...
let me ask you, you like the Azog Battalion because they openly heil Hitler. They're the leftovers of World War II.
Yo.
They support Zelensky and attacking Russia, so you like the Azog Battalion.
I love everyone.
Well, my point is, you weren't involved with Hitler. You didn't do anything. So having the ADL say anybody that opposes communism and the New World Order is a Nazi, well, you kind of get what you get, you know?
No one cares about the ADL. They're played out. Jesus
Well,
is
they ran Twitter till last week. Yeah, I hear you.
They don't run anything. No one knows no one cares. They're played out. Look at people have had a problem.
Excuse me.
Look at Clockwork Orange. There's a part where a Jewish guy makes the guy kiss the shoe, and he says, kiss the Jew. Like, people have had issues with Jewish people forever. But what I'm saying is,
As depicted sympathetically in Clockwork Orange. Did that even happen in Clockwork Orange? I don't even remember that. It kiss the Jew instead of the shoe? Did that even happen? What? He does realize the Nazis executed retards. The funny thing is, if you could take Kanye back in time to 30s Germany, he might actually be killed for his mental unfitness before being killed for his race. Crazily, he might have actually jumped the gun. They might have gotten him on the those eugenics programs before even doing the whole like race Holocaust bit. Because my man is like, again, holy shit, probably needs people around him to make sure that he's got his pants on. Jesus Christ. Yeah, he's got the fast pass. Yeah, he's pretty unwell. No, I remembered that there was a point where someone licked the boot in Clockwork Orange. I just didn't remember.
Holy
Jews
shit.
I felt like I would have remembered that.
Fucking zoomed over.
I love
Jesus
Jewish
Christ.
Stanley Kubrick, put
That
the
was
war
fast.
background at the end there. You don't think Clockwork Orange is about Jews?
Absolutely. Look at it.
I thought it was about a collapsing. You know, Stanley Kubrick was a Jew.
Shut up, stop texting me.
Wow.
Oh wow! Oh my god. I feel like he's being exploited for power. Dude, you can't... Listen, he's being exploited, but like, he's crazy powerful. It's not... Like... The problem is that a ton of people want to leech off of him. They want to leech his popularity and his fame. But he's too crazy for most of them. I want to remind you guys that, like, this whole path that has led up to Kanye being a neo-Nazi was a path of him playing around with conservatism. Like, the whole road up until this point has been conservatism. The MAGA movement, the Red Hat, White Lives Matter with Candace Owens, palling around with Trump, flirting with the MAGA movement, like conservative. And then, whoa, all of a sudden, my dude's a Hitlerite. How did that happen? Whoa. A lot of these people, a lot of these conservatives, either agree with or do not mind him being pro-Hitler. What they mind is him openly expressing it. Seriously, that is it. Like, literally, look at these two. I tweeted these. I'm going over it again. Okay, hold on. Laverne Spicer, she's got like the Blitler takes on Twitter. You've probably seen like some 40 IQ.
Sorry,
like,
excuse me, my bad.
Democrats or racist types or whatever.
Fuck.
In response to Kanye on Twitter, leave that Hitler
I'm
talk
out.
Just did a 3-hour interview where he constantly like expressed neo-Nazi talking points. What does she say?
Shut the fuck
Not
up.
Your ideology is bad. Be quiet about that part. Keep that part quiet. That Kim.com person, who libertarian, which means they're a Nazi, you were right about criticizing the collusion of Jewish business people in entertainment and media. The overreaction received wasn't warranted. But with your statements about Hitler, you just handed them everything they need to shut you out forever. Not, keep in mind, your ideology is bad. But by being open, by being mask off, by saying the obvious part out loud, now you've made it optically bad. A bunch of conservatives, like a ton of them, are fully on board with the Nazi talking points. They just need Nazis to be quiet enough that they don't cause a stir. It's literally just, yeah, you're making us look bad. It is not. Oh yeah, sorry. The one reply to me. You don't know how to be objective from the evil mortal. Yeah. Phenomenal. Yeah, don't shine a light into our ideology. You know, don't actually like examine what it is we believe.
Man's over here waiting for them to get executed. Those fucking hooligans. They're finally dead. You're welcome. You're welcome, fellas. Enjoy the day. Now you can take the train in safety. He's crying.
No, I agree. I like him.
Fuck 'em.
There's a lot of
They're
courage.
dead.
A really smart, beautiful lady. Really defended you. But I mean, are you saying Ben Shapiro's got her on a leash?
I think it's pretty obvious.
Neutralize the perps and secure the
You know,
evidence.
it's our Paul Watson. We didn't launch her. She deserved it. But InfoWars launched Candace Owens.
Yes, but everyone is still controlled by the Jewish
$4,000.
media.
Holy
We need to serve
shit.
Christ first. Christ first. I want to say with Ben.
Again, like, you can go through this as much as you want, and I'm worried about like how many clips I can show. You know what? Here.
Brands. Balenciaga, though, you were going to just overall, what do you, because obviously you were with a lot of fashion brands. Now all the stuff's come out. It's almost like they did this on purpose as a PR stunt.
I think so. You know, I'm friends with the head designer, and I believe that it was a setup. I think it was a hit job.
Watch out.
And now all of a sudden, everyone is so outraged and focused on Balenciaga, but then we're still aborting our kids. We're still fornicating. We're still
fucking
killing each other. We're still listening to music that promotes that. But we don't
interesting.
wear Balenciaga now.
Is he defending? Of course he is, because he worked with Balenciaga. Yeah, obviously. Yeah, we can't. Again, well, the Balenciaga satanic conspiracy theory is dumb to begin with, but like, we can't do that. We can't focus on that. There are still people fornicating.
You shut the hell up. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, what are you doing?
You're lucky
You're
I missed
throwing
that.
Stones. Oh my God! But you know our moral code. We just cheated on our wives. We just fornicated. We just had threesomes. We just bought some sex. on
Threesomes.
Instagram. We just sold some sex.
Man,
we
I
use
fucking
sex to
wish.
sell a product, but we don't like Balenciaga. Shut up. Shut up. I'm throwing the tablets right now.
Throw-
Shut up. Instagram is about prostitution, and everyone involved in any version of the sex business is as bad as the pedophile.
Spin right
So
now.
Everyone, shut up. Yeah.
Okay. Wait, is this just the Kanye version of me saying that banning CP but not banning child slave labor is morally inconsistent because you're still abetting the products of more? Wait, did he just do that? He just did the same f***ing argument, except in this case it was psychotic because both ends of the equation were insane. Oh my God, one struggle. I don't think he believes in anything.
Watch out.
Nah. Kanye's not a grifter. He believes in everything that he's saying. It's just he's mentally ill. You got to run with that, folks. Past the point, you just have to accept, you know, head empty.
No head?
And actually, all the Jews in my life, overall, were very nice people, is all I'm saying.
I'm actually tired of hearing about the Jews. Like, I love them. Honestly, I don't even care
Let's stop talking about them.
that much. You know,
But we spent the last 2 hours talking about it.
because it's fun. It's fun.
You don't want to hear about it, we want to talk about them all day.
Because being canceled.
Even Alex is like, okay, then stop, please.
What the
Anything
fuck were
else?
you doing to that,
Don't
man?
say Jews. Say anti-Semitic.
He was
dog
giving him
whistles
some kind of
like
lap
they say
dance.
George Soros.
You
Can we
fucking
please
freak. You're
get
free to
back
go,
the
sir.
Acceptable dog
Have a good
whistles,
day.
please.
So it's fun because we're showing you guys the extent that you can go, right? Because everything at this point that you do proves my point. Watch this. If I say DEFCON
Oh,
3,
she's doing
and
the
then
splits over there.
you cancel all of
Goddamn.
my deals, you proved exactly why I needed to go DEFCON.
No, I agree with what you
Def
said.
Con?
Literally, like, you make fun of this, but that's actually the logic. Like, dude, I lost my job after I said death to all Jews. So clearly they are in charge. You got it, dude. Wow. You nailed it. You've found out the truth. Yeah, still saying DEFCON.
And let me stop you, because Dave Chappelle.
Alex,
Go ahead.
let me channel.
All right, go ahead.
Channel. All right. If I and Dave Chappelle works for the Jews anyway. So if I say, now I forgot what I had to say. Let me meditate. Let me get into a place.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Love you, brother. Jesus is King.
Because he works in Hollywood, I'm guessing.
I didn't say I was. I don't really care that much about Hitler. I love him. Seems like
You just do it as a way to, like, troll?
no, he seems like a cool guy. You know, it's like he you know, it's like he had a really cool outfit and stuff, and he was a really good architect. And
What? He didn't do any. Okay.
and
So
he-
you're in love with the look of it.
and he didn't kill 6 million Jews. That's just
That's false. Let me not fucking joke about that.
like factually incorrect.
Guys, get the Ronald Reagan clip they showed me yesterday.
I'll let Kanye handle
Alex is
that.
like, please God, move me off of this. Get me out of here, please God.
Reagan said that too. Well, I think Hitler did target and kill some people. So I think
You're wanted.
I think Obama
You're
killed
dead.
Palestinians.
Scratching your ass, you're
No, I
dead.
hear you. Here's where I think the frustration is, and Nick, you can comment on this.
And Obama was not the first black president. He was another Jewish president.
Sure.
Americans are tired of hearing that we're Hitler and that we did bad things when we defeated Hitler, and that's my biggest beef.
Let's
is
not say his name anymore. Only say Christ's name moving forward.
Christ. Fuck Jesus.
Do you think that Jewish doctor who prescribed him antipsychotics and like a gallon of lithium to drink every night is just watching all this with his arms crossed, going like, "Man, I should have had that guy committed. He should not have been allowed to leave that hospital."
I agree.
Like,
I'm tired of hearing I'm a Nazi. I'm really, because I'm not. But I think by them falsely accusing people, some people are going to become Nazis.
I am.
Uh,
Now, I am. Now
What?
Now what?
Well, there we go, I guess.
Bitch!
I
This guy's not doing anything. He just. Alright.
guess we got him. Second to last one. Last one.
Ye should be about. Well, I would say I don't think the story here with Ye should be about anti-Semitism or Nazis or any of that. To me, the human interest story is. But Ye, think about what you can do.
Who the fuck is
with your
behind me?
platform right now, because they want to make that the
Oh,
issue.
this guy, you finally
Most
came
people
out.
say,
The
I grew
300
up, the whole
Zionists.
world. I'm talking about everybody watching this right now.
That's fine.
Body identified by who?
Ye to expose the corruption, the secrets, the societies like you've been doing. We want Ye to pull the curtain back. on
Oh,
Hollywood,
back there, I
pull
forgot
the
to get
curtain
those
back on
bodies.
Balenciaga.
Okay, see again. So
Let me
like
get
these
these,
are
bitch.
also Nazi talking points, right?
Come
We're
in on my
all-
business.
Okay, I'll get to that in a second.
Pull the curtain back on
Yeah,
all
none
of
of
this
it's
stuff.
sacrosanct. Everybody should be evenly criticized.
Well, I would say I don't think the story here.
Repeated. Yeah. Okay. Wait. Hold on. We gotta get to analysis here. Yeah, we saw the Netanyahu bit where he pulls out the net.
Okay. I had
Using Netanyahu as like a representation of Jewish control of the world is really fucking funny because Netanyahu is also a Holocaust revisionist. Oh, Jackson Hinkle, our favorite MAGA communist Nazi or whatever, posted this.
In terms of Ukraine and Russia, I haven't really seen so much of that.
Oh,
in the
they're all
news.
dead.
I'm of course pro-Putin. I'm very pro-Russia.
I am also.
Let's go. Yeah. You know, you see.
So that's good for all the lefties who have been defending Russia, I guess. You know, that's good. Just like the Hitlerite Council meeting together to agree unambiguously with no disagreement or qualifiers that they support Putin, you know? So that's good. I guess it all, yeah, this tweet kind of sums it up, right? Kanye West manager watching his interview.
Every human being has something of value that they bring.
BD7IA.
Especially Hitler.
It's so fucking funny, dude. Yeah, okay, wait, analysis. So, here's the issue, okay? You guys, we haven't had like a clear-cut case of this, basically ever. I genuinely don't think since the end of the Second World War that we've had anything this clear-cut. Of like,
we need
a person gets more and more and more conservative, being supported entirely by conservatives along the way, and then becomes a Nazi, and all the conservatives are like, whoa, 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 you can't say that last part, okay? Keep that last part quiet. Like, it's such a perfect, like, concise
I don't know you guys are in here.
Of that behavior. And I want to be clear, okay? There are, I want to kind of group this in, and I want to be unambiguous when doing so, because I feel like beyond just laughing at Yi being mentally ill, I have to like kind of deliver some sort of analysis. So listen, all right? In America, the conservative movement broadly has always made an effort to encompass the interests of neo-Nazis, white supremacists, and white nationalists. That has been the case at least from the 1960s up till now in a recognizable format, where, after the party switch, it's the Republicans now, but at least since the Republicans have been the unambiguously conservative party, an active effort has been made. Does that mean all Republicans have been Nazis? No. Republicans ranging all the way from crypto-Nazis to, like, neocons to honestly, like, conservative-leaning moderates have all been aware of the game. And the game is, we need to continue to cultivate these votes in ways that don't marginalize us from like the majority of people. You know, we need to be a party that is approachable and of value to the far right, up to and including neo-Nazis, without distancing ourselves from like the broader population. And they have done this in a variety of ways. Obviously, we all know about after the party shift, you know, they say Nixon with the drug war. You can't say the N-word anymore, so you have to make it abstract. You have to talk about busing. You have to talk about school rights and integration, that kind of stuff, you know? We're very familiar with how that panned out. I've talked about it on the channel many times before. I suppose it never actually hurts to refresh our pointers, so let me do so quickly. Open, overt racism became really politically disadvantageous after the Civil Rights Act was passed. America politically had basically decided that racism was bad, you know? And I know we kind of have that now, but for a while in America, the question as to whether or not open and explicit racial bias was like an acceptable political position,
you fucking
it kind
bitch.
of wasn't settled up until the passage of the Civil Rights Act. Before that point, you could literally like be a politician and say, "Yeah, I think white people are better," and that would be like a platform you could run on.
No.
But after the Civil Rights Act, you know,
I'm not
the
doing
country
this.
moved away from that, and there were still plenty of racist people, right? They didn't all like disappear because the act got passed. So how do you
no
appeal to those
affiliation?
people?
Good.
Well, the Southern strategy refers to, among other things, the effort to find ways of developing talking points, rhetoric, that appeals to racist people without openly endorsing racism, right? Like, so for example, it's no longer just black and white people are different. Now it's like, well, you know, we don't want those welfare queens sucking up all of our government dollars. Hard-working taxpayers are losing money to this so-and-so. You have Hillary Clinton with, like, the super criminal thing, the idea that the inner cities of America are being, you know, terrorized by, like, urban street thugs.
I really want an orange katana.
Or super predator. Yeah. Sorry, super predator, not super criminal. That's probably like an Adult Swim show. You know, you got forced busing. Like, well, how do we deal with the fact that schools in black neighborhoods,
super predator,
neighborhoods are wildly different in like class quality? You know. Well, what
shit!
if we
I knocked off a light.
School buses.
I'll buy you a new one.
Move some students around to try to distribute like educational attainment and opportunities. So forced busing became a talking point that was essentially just a way of talking about race, you know? And what we're seeing right now is what's called the death of the euphemism. As the far right gains power in this country, all of these euphemisms, all of these dog whistles, these terms for other terms, become less useful as they find ways to just talk directly about the subject again. One of the clearest ways that we've seen this happen recently is through anti-Semitism. Now, Anti-Semitism has been common in America for a long time. Since it was founded, actually. It's a pretty young country. Anti-Semitism is like a long-standing thing. And that's in large part because there's been kind of like a long-standing bias against Jews from Catholics because they decided that Jesus was killed by the Jews, even though that's a ridiculous interpretation of historical evidence we have, and also he was Jewish himself, and just it goes on and on. But the point is, you know, anti-Semitism has been common in America for a long time. Back when Adolf Hitler was gaining power in Nazi Germany, a lot of Americans liked him. Nazi rallies in America. Here, I'll just take a photo. Hold on. Nazi rally America, 1930s. The Nazis were not that unpopular. Here, this is in Manhattan. Again, I want you, this is in Madison Square Garden. One of the most famous venues on Earth. And there you have the Union, Nazi ideology.
Level up, baby.
George Washington shrined in between, you know,
reflexes. We gotta get this up.
Americanized Nazi memorabilia. One of the largest Nazi movements in America
get these now.
Was called the
so
American
good.
First Movement.
Blade Runner.
It was an isolationist movement.
Oh, I want the blade so bad.
Occupied by Nazis or Nazi sympathetic people, certainly controlled by Nazis.
Improved weapon handling.
Isolationism as a way of keeping
minus
America
20% dash stamina cost plus 20% dash speed.
Panicking.
Unlocks the ability to dash in midair level 3.
And,
oh!
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Level 3, baby.
You can actually see
Fuck
some
yeah.
of these banners.
Plus 30% mitigation, strength in midair. Improves midair maneuverability.
Stop Jewish domination.
Activating Kerenzikov in midair keeps you suspended in
really
the air and it extends
also,
its
this
duration.
Photo doesn't really show how many people were there.
I wanted to check out Sandviston.
It's Madison Square Garden. I mean, like this would like imagine like the biggest Taylor Swift rally and everyone there is a Nazi.
Oh, midair.
People crowding.
Oh, that's so good.
It was a big event. Tens of thousands. Thankfully, there were Nazis in America, but there were other groups of people in America, like people who respected America's positive relationship with France and England and stuff. We were never going to take the side of the Nazis in World War II. There are some people who say, like lefties, who are like really cool and edgy, who are like, yeah, we almost joined the Nazis. No, we didn't. We took the side of the Allies. We always were going to. We were supplying them arms and weapons a long time before we got involved in the war.
Cost,
what do you think
speed,
happened to all the anti-Semitism
just what we needed
in America when we started
the
fighting against like the avatars of anti-Semitism, the Nazis? It didn't just go away. Nazis and
what the
in America
fuck
just got like quiet. You know, they receded. They recognized they couldn't really bring that up anymore because they would get called Nazis, which now was a dirty word in America because we had sent troops over. You know, our boys were off there fighting Nazis. You were a Nazi in the streets of America.
I didn't do this.
Like
I swear.
45, you would have gotten the shit.
Please don't chase me, officers.
Return to tradition. So anti-Semitism in America kind of like receded, at least visibly, but the spirit of anti-Semitism has always been present in this country, even throughout that time period. And by the spirit of anti-Semitism, what I mean is the idea of just being frank.
The roads are so fucking bright. Jesus Christ.
Elites who control major systems in America and use them to try to destroy the Christian.
Is that a river dog?
That
it is.
Broader conspiracy theory
up
has
there.
Always
How the
been
fuck do I
like
get up there?
recurring
I'm not. No,
motivator
forget
for
it.
Conservative movements in this country.
Yeah, I'm not trying to get up there.
What we're seeing right now, today, right now, is
coppers.
the last,
Suck my dick.
Like, thin sheets of
oh my God! Hold on. Was that a fucking cop car?
this. We've been seeing a lot of George Soros in conservative media, haven't you? The deep state.
Fellas, you're
George
missing
Soros,
wheels.
The use of the term cabal.
They have no wheels.
Specific words, opposed to other words that could be used to describe powerful groups of people. Conservative pundits and politicians know what they're doing. The extent to
Let me
which
see
they
the other
actually
side.
believe in this stuff,
No
can vary,
doors.
but at the very least, they are fully aware
Riding in
of what
style.
they're actually signaling. Globalist is another big one. All of these tie back to original Nazi conspiracy theories. You know, the globalist one ties into the idea that Jews.
Got fucking Mao Zedong in the passenger seat over there.
By making it part of a new world order, a one world government, or alternatively by
That his name, Mao Zedong with the
and
hairline
ethnography bland
all the way back.
by bringing in masses of brown people from the third world and diluting our culture with capitalism and big glass buildings with no character, which are an issue, but that is a capitalism issue, not a Jewish issue. That's a pretty common one. Yeah, you hear a lot about like globalism. You hear a lot about George Soros. I mean, we saw Alex Jones talk about George
Upgrade
Soros.
me.
Again, he is a billionaire, which makes him bad. As billionaires go,
Where's the
he's a relatively
Sandviston
good
thing?
one. Like, again, we're grading on a steep curve here. Billionaires do not get that
Think it was
wealthy without
over
stepping on a
here?
few million faces. But as billionaires go, he's liberal progressive. He was one of the original architects of the shock doctrine.
Yeah, the
post-Soviet Union,
Sandviston.
when he realized that
I don't want to
corruption was
replace my shit.
making it impossible
I
for
like the
those
stuff that I
gains to
have.
people, he
Slows
actually
time by
stopped. He actually
70%.
opposed the shock doctrine when he realized it was hurting the former Soviets, which, again, a level of humanity higher than I expect from most billionaires there. Recognizing their behaviors is harming
Yeah, I'm good.
people, and then
While I'm
sorry,
here,
shock therapy, not
might
shock
as
therapy.
well
Recognizing their behaviors
get a little
harming people and then
circulatory
stopping it
action.
is, you know, I mean,
What's this?
I expect
Decreased
less.
enemy vision.
apart from that,
Oh, we
George
got
Soros
orange
has been
upgrades?
remarkable,
Hold
save
on.
being
Oh,
relatively left-wing
boy.
for a billionaire.
This is
He
tempting.
has done nowhere near as much for progressive causes as like the Koch brothers have done for conservative causes. If one is to complain about secretive financier billionaires like promoting political movements, the conservative groups have had literally like exponentially more people backing them than any progressive group. Sorry, lefty billionaire is just not a popular archetype. Anyway, you see these euphemisms get thrown around, and I want
What
to
do I
know
have?
when
Arasaka
people
Mark
like Tucker
IV,
Carlson
Arasaka
talk
Mark
about
V.
globalism, George Soros, white birth rates. Even if Tucker Carlson is not himself a neo-Nazi, and I believe he'll say whatever he's told to say, so let's talk instead about the people telling him what to say. Murdoch. Is Murdoch a neo-Nazi? I don't think so. I think Murdoch is an obscenely wealthy man who wants to tailor Fox News talking points to capture as many votes as possible so Republicans continue
This
to
is
vote for tax
iconic,
cuts for the
though.
wealthy. And I think they know that one of the best ways of doing that is to have rhetoric that appeals to neo-Nazis. Because there are a decent number of them in the country. Not all of them are full-on skinheads, but people who believe in a deep state globalist agenda to destroy the white race with immigration. Yeah, it's not that uncommon.
Yeah.
And that is why not only are those common talking points for conservatives all around the country, politicians, pundits, that is why you saw things go down with Kanye the way they did. Where Kanye started going crazier and more conservative, they were all for it. 2018, 2019, 2020, MAGA
get
hat,
that.
you know, all that crap.
Oh,
They
we're getting
loved this
upgrades
shit.
now.
Losing their mind over it. And
Let's
then
get the
Kanye,
eyeball.
you know, starts talking about how white lives
Oh,
matter.
it's gonna
with
be
Candace Owens.
costly.
Oh, the GOP is just losing.
Hiroshi Century
They love
Optics.
that shit, you know. He's owning the libs with his white lives matter talking points. So
Hiroshi Doomsayer Optics.
wait, Murdoch is a Nazi. He says Jews runs the media. Is that true? Rupert Murdoch and the Jewish-owned press. This is from
Hiroshi
10 years
Century
ago, but
Optics.
he's also ancient, so I think we can count it. Murdoch tweeted, "Why is Jewish-owned press so consistently anti-Israel in every..." Oh, okay. Well, never mind. Rupert Murdoch does seem to be a little bit incensed with the idea that Jewish-controlled media opposes him. All right. Well, let's move. Yeah. All right. Okay. So anyway, let's amend my earlier point.
Plus
Everyone is neo-Nazis. except for us.
0.2% headshot weak
okay,
spot damage.
so basically, here's the issue. The problem is that conservatives are relying on Nazi talking points to promote their ideology in like a broader,
I don't know, I might get
like
this.
cast a broader net. The problem is there are limits even to this, because the moment you start
Plus 0.2
explicitly
headshot
naming
weak spot
Jews,
damage.
there are a couple of things you can't do. You can't explicitly name Jews. You
I get
can't,
this.
claim that white people are superior in an objective sense, and you can't praise Hitler or the Nazis.
Handle wrap.
Those are like the three big ones. You know, your results may vary, but these are lines that, for the most part, conservative
Bonus
pundits
stealth
and
damage.
conservative politicians have
Let's
tried
get
not
it.
to cross because they're fairly unambiguous. Yeah, everything else is fair game. For example, Jordan Peterson is known basically mostly
Circulatory.
for the cultural Marxism conspiracy theory. The idea that a secret cabal of liberal progressives controls media and culture and are doing so to destroy the white man. Identical to cultural Bolshevism, the neo-Nazi the Nazi conspiracy theory that Jews are the liberal progressives who secretly control media and culture and do it to destroy white men.
Nothing that
Right.
gives bonus stealth or
It's the same
headshot
theory. They
damage.
literally just took Jew
That one's
out of it
decreased
and left
enemy
it
vision.
through implication. And yeah, no, JP has said some weird stuff about, like birth rates too. There are
interesting.
lines that you can't cross, but you can run right up to them. Kanye is exceptional because he's mentally ill enough that he ran past the lines. If Kanye was
I'll
just a
switch
little
over that.
bit more mentally there, he could have
I'll
been
upgrade this
a hero
one.
to the conservatives without changing any of his
Bonus
ideology.
stealth and quick
Instead
hack.
of saying Jew, he could have just said deep state, globalist, and George Soros. Literally. Just don't talk about Hitler. Don't talk about the Nazis. Say deep state, Soros, globalist, instead of saying the Jews. And he would have been fine. And that's what a lot of conservatives are doing. When they say deep state, globalist, Soros, in their head, they hear Jew, but they know what to say. They don't deny the Holocaust. Yeah. So in a way, we kind of benefit a little bit from how crazy Kanye is. Hopefully, this is my hope, you know? My hope is that Kanye can kind of like pull the wool off some people's eyes. You know, hey, why is it that Kanye was like fully in line with conservative talking points and being celebrated by them up until about a week ago, at which point all he did was, you know, slightly up his rhetoric, and all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, he's a Nazi. How does this fit exactly with the conservative theory that Nazism is a left-leaning ideology? That he was getting farther and farther and farther right, more and more based, more and more MAGA-pilled or whatever, and then, oh, I guess he's a National Socialist now somehow. Yeah. I think it's genuinely concerning how like bad of a job conservative pundits have done of distancing themselves from his talking points, because it really makes it feel as though they no longer
Yeah,
see
might as well
the
sell some shit.
covert, you know,
Take my junk.
that we could pretty soon just see open like Jew posting or open Hitler posting or Holocaust denial as like an integrated part of conservative advocacy. And a lot of people who watch me
Kenshin?
think, oh, they wouldn't go that far. Oh, their voters wouldn't go that far.
I already have a
Yeah, they
Liberty.
would. Don't be delusional. Of course they would. Are you kidding me? The QAnon conspiracy theory is a neo-Nazi group that is already. If you can be fooled by
I'll put the
like,
razor in
QAnon,
storage. That could be
like,
good.
not being a neo-Nazi group, then like Schmadolf Schmittler. Like what else could fool you? You're like the cartoon characters who ask which way did they go, because the protagonist like put on a different hat, and they're like, oh, hello sir with the hat, where did this guy who looks just like you but without a hat go? I went over that way. Okay, like that's you. You're that person. Like the QAnon conspiracy theory. You mean the idea of a great awakening where real patriots will take back the streets as they promote an autocratic dictatorship as a way of purging the government of deep state elitists who use in satanic rituals children's blood to elongate their lives and oppose Christian white majority? Come on, Jesus Christ. The central mythology of QAnon is the Day of the Rope. It's the Turner Diaries shit. It's the Storm. That's what they call it, the Storm. When an authoritarian
Oh, I have
strongman
level 4
that they
bait.
value
Oh.
takes charge to oust the globalists from the government so they can take to the street and kill the race trader. I mean, regular traitors to white America. it's Schmadoff Schmittler shit, you know? It's Schmittler particles. But you all get what I'm saying, right? The real question here is like, how effectively will Republicans be able to balance this plausible deniability with the increasing push from some elements of their party to be open with it and just drop the dog whistles? Where that'll go, I don't know, but it's a scary time to be alive and a scary time to know anything about politics. It would be a lot easier if you didn't know anything, but unfortunately, you know, yeah. Yeah, QAnoners will frequently just say Jews. You know, they're not averse to just being direct with that. It is indeed cursed knowledge, unfortunately. But you know, Kanye could have been an artist. He was an artist for a long time, but we're done with that now. People in his mind state can't really create art that well anyway. I mean, you could ask the man. It's like mortuary assistant. You could ask him to like draw a circle and without looking, and he would like draw like the Happy Merchant art. You know what I mean? His mind is just too fixated on Jews. Tim with the L. Oh yeah, I saw this as well. This was an absolute classic. Let's end on this, okay? Because it's too funny. Just 1 hour or so before Kanye went on the live stream, Tim Pool tweeted, "I think he could actually win the presidency." Again, to be clear, Tim Pool fully okay with Nazi ideology. Fully okay with it. He'll promote it by proxy, by dog whistle. He will have Nazis on his platform. He'll treat them with a light touch. You know, he just doesn't want to get his channel banned by YouTube. So he'll not fully adopt the farthest, like, you know, most explicit variant of his talk. Oh yeah, and last thing for real this time, yeah. Apparently a ton of people in the Kanye subreddit are talking about closing the sub. Look at this. After the InfoWars live stream, they're like, yeah, just close the sub, just close it, it's done.
Watch out, ma'am.
We're done. Look at this. That's a good community right there.
Oh, I was going the right way.
You know? I mean, what is this sub for, right? Pack it up, yeah, pack it up, lads.
I could just stop here. Fuck it.
There's nothing for us here.
I can go around.
What subreddit is this? The Kanye one? It is indeed the Kanye one. The whole sub right now is crashing him, which thank God for that, huh? Kanye just said on InfoWars, "I like Hitler." Kanye West made graduation. This individual right here, however, is ye. It's what I'm going to tell myself. There we go. We have a coat.
What the fuck was that?
We've got one. That's an okay coat. West sub ever. Yes.
What the
As he continues
fuck?
his downward trajectory, we no longer wish to be using our sub as a...
I accidentally chose this over the
Listen,
monowires and armor
in the
placement
coming
sub
weeks
that
and
allows
months
you
and
to
days,
whip
what have you,
multiple
conservatives are going to try
enemies
to make you feel like
at
you're crazy,
once
like you're
from a
hysterical,
distance.
like you're censorious for wanting there to be social consequences to a person
What?
being open neo-Nazi. Let me tell you,
The fuck?
there is nothing wrong with every social consequence to being a neo-Nazi. Leaving aside the fact that Kanye is an ultra-wealthy, powerful guy who could do anything he wanted for the rest of his life with no threat whatsoever to his person or to his livelihood. Leaving aside that fact, no, actually, the most human thing you can do is ensure that they fully experience social consequences. That is, you know, they're like, the woke left wants me to have no friends because I just
I
said
kind of don't like the
good.
adaptive
Yeah.
triggers. They didn't use them that
Actually,
good for
yes, that's
combat.
true. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I try to give it time, but I don't like it.
So very, very, very far.
I like it for
line,
driving,
still
just not the
crossing,
combat.
You know?
It's a shame.
That's normal. And the people who say otherwise, the people who say, "Oh,
Gotta see
you're
how strong this
censoring
shit
him
is.
by-
This shit looks
by closing the
nuts."
sub down, you snowflakes can't even handle the person the sub was made around betraying his fan base and supporting Nazi ideology." Those people are sick. They're sick in the head. They're broken up here. They're either lying deliberately because they like playing the free speech angle. Funny, by the way, how every time those people go on the free speech angle, it's because they're defending Nazis, right? Literally, like every time. Never. has a
Damn, this shit is
conservative stepped up and gone,
good.
well, free speech, defend.
I'm taking them out.
And it's for
I'm
something
coming.
meaningful. It's always for the absolute fucking dredge.
Whip
eat
multiple
shit with the
enemies at
bottom of the
once.
shoe of humanity, which they just so happen to agree with, coincidentally. Yeah, it's never
What are you doing
defending
down here?
protests. It's never anything meaningful. It's
Shit.
always the worst humans on Earth. They're sick. They're dishonest. They're ill. I do not support them.
Oh, this
Highly
thing is
cringe. Get 'em
nuts.
outta here. They defend Jan 6, but not BLM. Yeah, the peaceful protesters that got picked up by unmarked Fed vans, interrogated, and dropped off in explicit violation.
So it's kind of like
constitutional
mid-range,
rights.
like shotgun
Those
range.
people are thugs who
That's
deserve
pretty
it.
good.
But Ashley
This
Babbitt
shit is
got
so
shot
fucking
because she
cool.
was midway through a window trying to siege
Just
the
whipping
Capitol
them out.
and
God!
kill politicians so she could enact dictatorship for Donald Trump.
Boom!
Oh, she's the
Back
victim,
up!
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
Ooh. Let me get this last guy. This is really gonna come in handy close quarters. Shut.
Very strong Vietnamese
Oh.
community. It's a very diverse town.
Bounce
that
right
has
back to
some
him.
Unique problems and some.
Oh,
some
that shit is
not-unique
so
problems that
good.
Are very prevalent in a lot of suburbs in the country.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and that's why I'm running.
Mark 5, tier 5
yeah,
plus. I'll take that.
So I thought it was really interesting because I think a lot of people who think about running for to be politicians, they have some background in political organization. And how did you get into political organizing? What made you feel like that was something that you wanted to do? And how, what have you gotten done in that area?
Yeah, so I got involved in politics at a pretty young age, probably like 12, 13, and then I'm 20 now, but yeah, I got involved in politics. I probably started volunteering, really, I think when Bernie announced his presidential run in 2019. Running in 2020, but announced his run in 2019. That's when I started. I volunteered for the Bernie campaign, and I also volunteered for a bunch of other like local candidates, statewide candidates. Ed Markey, I helped him like set up for like
Complete
events
all
and
gigs
did
and
phone banking for
NCPD
him.
scanner hustles in
and
city
a bunch
center.
of other candidates
Nice.
as well. So yeah, that's how it really started. And then once I heard of PV, because before then I was
What
just
about
doing,
this area?
doing volunteer work. I heard of PV from
I don't get it
Vosh.
for here. For Watson,
joined
I did
PV,
fucking
and
everything
then
here,
within, like, a
literally
month, I
everything.
become
Maybe
the
this is part of
Massachusetts
Watson
state lead
too.
just because of how active I was.
Some of these corner activities.
I didn't even ask.
NCPD.
There's other people that suggested
solving
me.
all
I
the
had no
crime.
interest.
We're like Batman.
In being state lead, but I was made state lead after they had come to me, and I think I've done really well. We've been one of the best performing state teams in the organization. We have run at a capacity that most of the other state teams don't. In fact, I set up my team to be very structured and organized.
There's a rubber
and
doc
now
that I saw down
PV,
here. Where is he?
I've heard
Let me
like
go
you know,
down.
people higher up in PV as a whole trying to like make that the standard for new state teams. So we've been one of the best performing state teams.
Okay, I'm on the right track. Excuse me. Get
and
the fuck
then
out of here.
Because of that, I was promoted to Northeast Coalition lead. So Massachusetts State lead and Northeast Coalition lead
Going
at
up
the
here?
same time. And now I help mentor new state leads that come in and help them set up their states and help them set up their organizing, give them advice, everything like that. And then I also have a say in regards to federal planning for the org. But yeah, that's how I started. But if there's
God
anyone
damn it,
else
my
that
bad.
wants to like get into organizing, whether you're young or it doesn't matter. It's never too late or too early. If you want to get into organizing, first understanding what exactly
goddamn
first understanding what's going on in your local area, and also I guess what's going on in the area that you want to advocate in, whether it's a campaign
Excuse
for a
me,
state,
sorry about that.
position or federal or local. Making sure you understand what's going on, what the plights of common people are, and understanding what certain policies are being pushed and what they mean. That's very important to do your research first, because there are many people that come in well-meaning, but
Doc
maybe
Ryder?
shut down or become
What up,
pessimistic
baby?
from bad experiences
Let me get
with
some
voters, 'cause maybe they're not
cyberware.
able to
Hey.
answer certain questions, or
Let me
they
see
don't
this
have
sand
access to certain
viston, this
information.
hand wire
So
thing.
if you're gonna go phone banking,
Mono
canvassing,
wire.
text banking, whatever,
I'll definitely
making
use
sure
it
you're
more than
well-researched
the
and, you know what you're
other
talking
thing.
about. And then if you want to get into like the actual organizing side of things, like managing volunteers or being in positions in orgs, it's just ask. I mean, like, reach out to orgs, see if they have any positions available, paid.
That's
if
really
they're not,
good.
look at volunteer
Oh,
positions. All my positions
those
at PB
double
are volunteer
takedowns.
positions. You know, just searching for work like that. It's not as hard as it may seem, because a lot of these organizations are struggling. A lot of the political organizations out there are struggling to find people, especially young people.
Get the fuck out of my way.
And they will be on their hands and knees whenever if there's a
excuse
young
me, ma'am,
person that
sorry.
walks in and
Just not
wants
feeling
to
well.
like do volunteer work. That would be like absolutely incredible for them.
Reconciliation
But,
Park.
yeah, it's not that hard,
Thought
especially
it was
since
on the
especially if
freeway.
you don't even have, even if you have never gone to college or anything. I haven't gone to college. It's actually quite easy to get into political work, even if you just have like a high school degree. And I've never gone to college. Like it's not a lot of these positions. At least especially entry level, don't require degrees, and then even ones on a higher level, if you're trying to build a career or anything out of it, a lot of them just require political experience, not necessarily degrees.
Yes, sorry, we were muted. So, yeah, pretty interesting. It seems like you have a lot of experience. You've been going on for almost.
Yep.
You've been doing this for almost 10 years now, a full decade, and you've only lived for 2, so that's a lot.
Yeah.
That's super nice. It's but I would imagine that the type of leadership position that you have, moving from Massachusetts Coalition League to all of the Northeast Coalition.
The slide feels so
was
bad
pretty
too.
daunting.
It's like I'm falling down.
Yeah.
But
The camera
it seems
animation.
Like you've taken that leadership position at least somewhat well, since now they're saying that they want to model their work after.
All boys
their
out
work
here
after
partying.
yours, right?
That's what's up.
That's truly incredible. What other advice do you think that you can give to people who may be looking to get into politics? They may have.
Let me
seen
just
some
get you
videos,
guys
or
all
they have some, or they have
all
some
set up on my
ideas, or they look
scanner.
at the world
We'll
and
get
they
you
want to
taken
change
care
it.
of right away.
I would imagine that.
Oh,
you
little
believe that
7-Eleven.
working on a local level is
Nice.
a great
Hey,
way
man.
to
Oh,
start to
she's in the
change things,
floor.
since a lot of people can imagine that,
Ma'am,
even though we're really focused on the federal
please get the
level
fuck
these
out
days,
of the floor. Thank
more
you.
likely than not, the things that make your life better or worse are going to be done on a local level, whether that be your
Ma'am,
state,
please, you get over here.
your county, or
Bait.
even city.
I'm smoking.
So how do you think that your
We're
average person can
multitasking.
really get into making a change in their area? I know you mentioned already figuring out what your area's problems are, figuring out what seat you're running for, figuring out what people are kind of
Damn, no
running
headshot.
for, and I would imagine you would also say what problems that the leadership at the moment are not addressing. What else do you think that would be? How did you find your niche when it comes to politics and how you can make people's lives better?
Yeah, so it depends on whether they're looking into more electoral work or if they're looking in more into like being involved in their government, whether it doesn't have to be an elected position. If you're looking for more electoral work, we live in a virtual age, and there's actually a lot of tools provided
She's dead.
by left-wing organizations, progressive organizations. It's actually
You're
that's
free to
kinda crazy.
go.
Like, you know, you look at like progressives; they're a very small minority in like the scape of politics, and who has like enough, who has the money and who has power and everything. But if you look at like actual grassroots organizing tools, it's like dominated by progressives. Like that industry is just dominated. So like Mobilize is a great site. There's definitely it's basically just a big event page.
The weight capacity is
for different
really
events
good.
near your area.
Can I get a car?
Swing
Oh,
Left,
fuck me.
Indivisible, they have like different
Go this
local
way,
groups if
closer.
you want to join those local groups. The DSA is kind of a coin toss on whether that group's going to be good or not.
There's
you know,
a lot of
DSA is
variety
very,
on whether or not they're going to actually be anything you want to be involved in, right?
Yes. So like the DSA, like there could be a really good org that like their local DSA. It could be either a very good org that does a lot of work. It could be a org that maybe has good ideals, but all they do is book club all day. And then there could be one that's like we love Russia, down with Ukraine or something. You know, like there's a lot of variety. So that's kind of a coin toss, but there's still a lot of like good local groups out there. Just make sure you do your research on them. But yeah, like you don't have to join a local
Thank
group.
you.
Swing
That's a
Left,
big.
Indivisible,
That's a
Mobilize
Militech
all
truck.
have different event pages that campaigns can put on there. So, you know, if you want to like look in for like electoral work and events near you, you can definitely do that. And you can sign up for any. We actually have our own Mobilize pages.
Look at these assholes waiting for traffic.
Please.
Excuse
If
me.
you want any
Excuse
for
me.
to show my audience anything,
Yes.
please link
Just
it.
a little paint. That's it.
But-
Thank you.
Yeah, when it comes to the governance side of things, or just getting involved in volunteer work that's not necessarily electoral, go on your town or city's website. Sorry if the website looks like it comes from the Stone Age, because a lot of them look like that. Like, a lot of these town websites do not look so good, but they'll usually have a plethora of stuff in there, whether it be joining a certain committee. Like a lot of the committees, like Board of Health, depends on the city and town, but there's a bunch of like committees, the Veterans Affairs and stuff like that, where you're not elected to them. Like all you have to do is just volunteer, and like you don't even have to have all that much experience depending on the committee, and you can get appointed to it. Like there's a lot of these like boards that like towns and cities have that you could join that have a bunch of empty positions. If you are looking into running for office, then starting on local level is also good. During my organizing of PV, we noticed doing a lot of research.
What
that
the fuck?
There's these towns that have like 100
What?
town meeting positions, like basically who are the people
All right, man.
that are at the town meetings proposing stuff, and like they'll have like just positions just for the town meetings, like not even counting if they have selectmen or whatever, and there'll be a bunch of these positions that are just open. That like the actual like elected body is only like half full, and if you were to run for one of these seats, you just win because you'd be unopposed. Which kind of made me angry, the fact that the Democratic Party isn't doing that they aren't pushing for more people to run locally, because a lot of these seats are just give-me's for them.
Incredibly easy to run, take control, and have that control to start to move. Because a big problem with government work is that it takes a long time. Our government is kind of specifically made for things to take a long time. Quick change a lot of the times can be great, but quick change in the wrong hands can lead a country to go from something that has some problems to a country that's full of problems or even non-existent, right? So that I would imagine that'd be the framework for that you would be imagining that. But yeah, so that's actually, those are all really great points. I really appreciate you for that. I wanted to get a little into so you started with just organizing, being in non-government organizations like these progressive organizations, Swing Left, Indivisible, Mobilize, Progressive Victory, all these types of things, right?
Yeah.
It's a big leap to go from just a volunteer to a public servant. Those are two big things. Being an activist and being a politician, those are quite different, even though they can kind of stem from the same sort of ideologies and wants to make the world a better place. What made you make that jump from a volunteer, because I don't think they pay you. They didn't really pay you or anything, right? It's not like you can walk away. There's no real I mean, obviously you're responsible of like the things that's going on, but at the end of the day, you could just not show up again and they'll just refill the seat with somebody else. It's just, you know, it's put together with the kindness of people's hearts. But being a politician, you don't really do things a lot of the times out of the kindness of your heart. You serve the public.
Except for me.
Yes, absolutely, right? But but you have more obligations than serving human beings than it is for being just a politician, or for being a non-government organizer, an activist, right? So what made you make that jump from being an activist to a politician and a public servant, and what problems have you seen so far doing that?
So yeah, I mean, this was actually quite a big decision for me that I made in such a short amount of time. I didn't really make the decision to run. I didn't make the decision to run until like mid-July.
Pretty recent.
And yeah, it's pretty recent. And a lot of people that do run end up like thinking like a year in advance. I decided to run like 2 weeks before nomination papers were out. So, you know, we had to get everything together, a website, a committee
This guy's
like
pissing.
to accept donations, setting up our event pages, getting signatures to get on the ballot, and then getting flyers, signs, a bunch of other like endorsements. We had to do all that we've been doing all that from
There's
mid-July
Big Daddy over
to
there.
now.
Ooh, it's a lot of you.
And we didn't really even start.
Everybody's
most
so
of that until
hungry.
Beginning of
I'm
August when I
coming to
actually
feed you
pulled
my
papers.
babies.
So a very short amount of time.
Stay
to do a
right
lot.
there.
So yeah,
Oh,
that was
you got
a
a
big
surprise
decision.
visitor?
The reason why is that I ran is that there's a lot of issues going on in Randolph that just go unaddressed, and currently the town council for Randolph is very like corporate minded. We don't want to do too much to rock the boat because we partner with certain like real estate companies to come in to run our apartment complexes, and who cares if they mistreat their tenants, because we don't want to make them angry because we're partnered with them, stuff like that. So I was like, okay, I feel like you know, if I'm involved in politics, I always wanted to get more involved in the local level, I might as well run. But yeah, that's the main I guess I would say
Where's all the cameras
not
at?
many faults, like the main hurdles right now have been, since I am running with pretty much no name recognition beforehand in my local area.
You really are just
and and the fact that I'm running against people that are on the town council that are already established and are already incumbent town councilors. That's a big hurdle, which is always going to be a big hurdle if you're a young person running. And especially the fact that a lot people on the town council have a lot more money than I do. A lot of them have a lot more money than I do. They loan themselves money to their committees. I don't do that. All the money that I'm getting is from individual contributions.
Yeah, that's honestly an incredible thing, because in a lot of these small races, a little bit of money goes a long way. A lot of people talk about how like corporate donations may not mean that much. Maybe on a federal level, they may not, like small amounts of money here or there, but $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $10,000 to a local campaign, especially if it's something like a city council, can take you from someone who nobody knows and nobody was going to vote for to somebody who could even be winning the race. Mainly simply because you're in everybody's face all the time, and they may not even recognize the other names on the ballot. I know I'm guilty of it. I'm just a normal person. I've gone to my local elections, focusing mostly on the federal. Like this has happened, especially the first time I voted, because I'm only 24 now. And not recognizing any name on the rest of the ballot, and being like, well, look at I like scramble to figure out anything about these people real quick before I sign the checkbox, right? So I think that's honestly really incredible. And can you tell us a little bit of why you believe that you do a better job than the people who are incumbent running, and how your city council necessarily works? I wasn't able to find
fucking garbage is tripping out
on specifically how it works, because there are many at-large titles to the people who are incumbent in city council.
So in Randolph, the town council has 9 councilors. 4 of them are district-wide, so they run in their different districts, and only people in that district vote. And then 5 of them are at large, so the whole town votes for 5 of them. Now they're all
I
on
thought
the
that
same
thing was a
ballot.
fucking
So
screwdriver.
it's top
It was a
5
shotgun.
I think there's
Little piece of shit.
9 people running right now for at large, including me, and the top 5 win. Those top and all the 5 at large councilors are running for re-election. So I actually have to beat an incumbent to get into the top 5, which I think I have a great shot at actually doing. Mainly because a lot of these incumbents on the town council don't actively campaign. They kind of just try to go off name recognition alone. and they just try to go off like the fact that they're already in that spot. And I don't think that's gonna work when you have a young person running that is talking to people basically every day. There's a heat wave in Massachusetts. It actually, because of the humidity, it felt like 102 degrees yesterday, and I went door knocking yesterday. I don't think any other campaign's doing that during a heat wave. So that's something that I've been doing. We have we have more grassroots support. We have volunteers from Progressive Victory and other orgs we're working with that are coming out to help us, that are signing up for our phone banks and everything. And the other town councilors just don't have that. They have more money than us, but they don't have that level of support. So that's why I think we have a great shot in regards to that. And yes, if we have to get top 5 to win, and voters get to vote up to 5 candidates.
Oh, that's incredible. That's pretty good.
Yes.
I can't lie. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Super interesting. Thank you so much for all this. But I would like to get a little bit more, since we're getting a little bit closer to it, I'd like to get a little bit more into your campaign specifically.
Yep.
So I was reading through your
8 out of 11. You need
your
what?
issues page
3
on your
more?
website. I have it up for everybody in chat.
Got
at the
1,
moment.
2.
And this is Andrew for.
Where's the last one at, Padre? Huh? You're fucking me
and
here.
I find it incredibly interesting.
I'm a completionist
because
addict. I gotta
I'm
get rid of all
genuinely
the missions
Your
on the
issues
map.
page is massive.
Oh yeah.
It is huge, which you don't see very often.
Might have
because a lot
to
of
take
times when
another
you go to a
fat
politician's
shit.
issues page for things that you want to do, it's typically like, make life better. I like
hate
a
it,
better
yeah.
life, and that would be better. Bad things are bad and good things are good. There's nothing on here that says make crime illegal, and I find it incredibly interesting and just incredibly refreshing that not only do you have things that you believe are things that you believe on here, but you also have the reasons for why you
Weed
believe
stealth.
them and the factual data to back it up on why you believe it's correct. So what made you want to write such an incredibly detailed
You fucking
issues
Dutch
page?
dipshit, dumb
And
asshole.
and
What were you
and
doing?
Also, I think you may put it wrap this into it, but what makes you different
Oh, white.
than
Tiger gun.
the people you're running against?
Yes. First of all, I can't stop laughing at the person who just said in your Twitch chat, "Water is too woke for me."
There's nothing like that in there. I find it very, very nice.
But yeah, so I grew a great
Get down here,
resentment
bitch.
for
Missing all the action.
campaign websites, especially working with PV. And having to do so much research on all these.
Man, I
different
love this
random
new
candidates.
operating cyberware that I got. I can see them right through the fucking walls.
I'd already done a lot
Get
of
down here,
research to
boys.
cover people on stream. I would cover like
Be a good
random
sport,
races
why don't
locally on
you?
stream as
Daddy's
well.
lonely.
But that's always
I'm
big
trying
one
to play
criticism
some
for a lot of camps
baseball.
is that one, their websites look like shit. And
You
two,
dumb asshole.
Their platforms
What the fuck?
are either super vague. Some of them don't
Camera?
even have a platform page.
Who saw me?
And a lot of them are just
Hey,
not
no fucking way.
specific enough. So what I
You
wanted
did
to
not
do was
see
make a
through the
platform
goddamn wall.
page
Turn
that
around.
got into
Dumbass.
specifics that
Fuck off.
stacked all this
You
information,
ruined my
but
stealth.
also didn't want to make it too dense for the average person to read, which is why I broke it up into sections of more simple bullet points and then more specifics for whoever wants it, like studies and stuff like that. I know no one's gonna read them, but it's more of like a look,
read
it's
them.
actually backed by something. You read every study.
Yes, obviously, every single one, methodology.
Okay,
I emailed every
That's very
single
quick.
researcher. Yes, of course.
Yeah.
Listen, we do
Yes,
good work here.
yeah, of course.
I also
Area's
found
still
it very
hostile.
interesting and very nice that you
Why?
even highlighted very important things that you really want people to focus in on to kind of break things up a bit. Because me personally, my ADHD, when I look at a
What up,
word text,
bitch?
Yes.
it just
So much.
it blurs. Everything just blurs. It's terrible. But I feel like this is very legible and readable.
Yeah.
And I can break down everything, and I found it incredibly refreshing to see because I saw recently there's this.
And I got a shit. That's the sound that I meet. Woo, woo.
What do you mean? What girl?
One whose blood was all over your limo.
Oh, that.
I thought one of my competitors sent you. Look, this is all some gonk misunderstanding. I'm insured for accidents. Compensation's already been paid out. Case closed. And as for this job of yours, I'm sure we can come to some kind of professional understanding.
I'm listening.
30 seconds changed my mind.
Hurry up,
Someone
bitch.
paid you to take me out, right? Her mom, dad, fiance, whoever. I don't know how much they promised you, but I'm certain my safe has more. A lot more. You let me go, everything in there is yours. And I'll transfer somewhere else in the city. Nobody, your fixer included, will have to know. It's a win-win.
No. Give me your key card. Open. Oh, $8,000. Good shit. Let me see your text messages. I don't care. I can't read. That's just for the boss. Informational. Fucking shut off the TV. Bulletproof TVs? Damage proof? Invincible TVs? The fuck? I'm out.
And the Spirit of the Lord came upon him, and he went down to Ashkelon and slew 30 men, plus Tangaralbach.
It's easier to shoot repeatedly without the adaptive triggers too.
Closing the contract.
Or at least in this game. Alright, Poppy, where we out? Where we out to next? Woo! Good deal!
And repeated offenses. So these million-dollar companies and these billion-dollar companies that are in Randolph that own housing, they should pay a higher base amount compared to small-time landlords, and then we should increase that by whatever percentage every time they repeat an offense in a given time period. Because then it'll actually affect their profit margin, and then they'll actually care and take care of their tenants. Or hopefully they will. It'll at least create an incentive to do that. Another thing that we should do is create a local sanitary code. So Randolph right now relies on the Massachusetts state code. We should create a local sanitary code that abides by the Massachusetts
What up, guys?
code, but it's even stricter. I want our housing environments to be like a milestone in achievement. I want other towns and cities to look at that as like we are like the gold standard for how we treat our tenants, how we take care of our properties. I want us to be like the gold standard basically, and I want to have the
Oh, my bad. Sorry about
the
that.
best sanitary code in the state
Sorry.
in regards to tenant rights. So yeah, that's on housing. That would be the difference between me and other town councilors. So the fact that I actually have a platform to fix these things, while the town council's kind of like putting it off to the side, kicking it down the road.
So, okay, one thing I would like to ask. In listening to your description of how you feel like the town council at the moment and the incumbents have been treating this issue, I would feel like you would say something stronger than just kicking it down the road. Would you believe that the current council is complicit in the degradation of the housing that residents are experiencing? And also, do you believe that they put much care
Time to go to work.
into the suffering that current people who are housed, unhoused, and people who are renting from these large corporations, and even smaller landlords who are abusing the system are doing? Do you think they care that much?
I don't want to put a blanket statement on all of them, but I would say that most of the council clearly doesn't care enough because nothing is actually being done about it. There was talks of having a graduated fine system, but it was only going to be based on repeated offenses, not income, and then nothing actually came of it. They never actually did it. Despite the fact that there's been so much of a push for things to change in regards to the trash management for these apartment complexes and for treatment. Is a pretty universal issue that's come up over the past few years. So I would say, yeah, they're complicit to a degree, of course, considering the fact that it is their job to hold these companies accountable, and they're just not doing their job.
Okay. Could I ask, what do you believe makes them do that? Do you believe that there is any sort of monetary interest that they would have in not following through on this, or do you believe there's something else at play? And you can wrap this into all issues that you see in your issues page and in your area.
Yes.
In Randolph.
So I would say one, I don't know if this is specific. I don't know if this would track for specifically housing, but there are members on the town council that do own businesses that do vote in ways to limit competition in the industries they have their businesses in. And this wouldn't apply to housing specifically, but that does apply to other areas in the town policy-wise. But for housing, I think there's a regard of not wanting. There's an ideological aspect to it, of just being that's pushed by the right of being against tenant rights, but also there is an aspect of. I think that the town is scared to take any measure regarding housing, period, because it's such a hot topic in Randolph. So like you look at like what residents in Randolph will say, a lot of it is like NIMBY.
What up?
So
Can you
it
explain
will go
what NIMBY
from,
means?
Yes, it means not in my backyard, which basically means you.
I'll pay.
Not all of them.
Come to
some
fix
of them
your
will
sound
say
system.
that they
Ooh.
are for affordable housing or for housing projects, but it will never be in their area. They'll always be against housing projects in their area. There's definitely a NIMBY resident and sentiment in Randolph, like there are in many suburbs, of course. It's not unique in that way. And I think that leads to officials not wanting to get, kind of wanting to stay away from housing since it's such a top issue in Randolph. They just, they don't want to risk taking any measures that they see as unpopular among any residents, or try to risk like going down any kind of housing policy. But yeah, I would also say it's mainly because the town has to partner with these corporations. So like when these businesses come in, like if a real estate company comes in, or there's a apartment complex management company that wants to come in, and they want to either build or take a property, they have to go through the town council. They have to go get a permit. They have to get permission from the town council, and often there is a relationship built there between the incumbent town councilors and the management. So I don't know for sure if there is a financial incentive there. I'm not sure, but it's definitely possible, yeah.
Very interesting. Thank you so much. I want to talk a little bit about some other issues that you have on your platform as well. I didn't want that. Right. So one moment, I would like to talk a little bit about drinking water, because that sounds, from what I've read, it is very interesting and a bit unique to your area. Sorry. Before we do that, one last thing on housing, and then I want to move into drinking water. You're going to be a politician. And so you're going to need votes. Incredible, right?
Yes.
Stick with me. I get it.
Revolutionary, yeah.
Right.
Never heard of
right.
it.
That we talk about big things on this program.
Yeah.
You are going to, more likely than not, to get a top 5 spot. You may need some of those votes from people who may be against or have great suspicion of and or maybe wary of more affordable housing, and some of the measures that you want to take in regards to housing, especially against these corporations that the city is partnered with, in a reasonable way, because some things it's very hard, I would imagine, to be able to come to an agreement with. Like, is it okay to have rats in people's homes or not okay to have rats in people's homes? That's much more difficult to find a middle ground. Like, is it okay to have some rats in their homes, right? How do you believe you can assuage some of the fears, doubts, anxieties that some people may have, that whose votes that you may want or need to get into office, about things like affordable housing and about some of the measures that you want to take around housing?
Yeah, so I would say that in regards to that, I think that there's a big problem with the fact that some people don't realize that if you just go to voters and talk to them, there's already been voters I've talked to that don't agree with me on everything. If you just talk to voters, because I'm going out there and door knocking myself as well, and you have a conversation with them, especially in a nonpartisan race, on a local level where they can vote up to 5 candidates, even if they come out disagreeing with you, there's actually a good chance they'll vote for you anyways. Because a lot of people will vote for you just based on your history in the town. So like the house I live in, my family got in 1906, and my family's been in the town since the 1800s. That's a big thing that a lot of voters like. The fact that I'm young has been a big thing. The fact that I'm young and also have some political experience is also a big thing. Even outside of housing, there's a lot of selling points there that a lot of voters like, even if they don't agree with me on this specific thing. And there's also a level of honesty and the fact that I believe in what I'm saying that they like. But in regards to housing specifically, I would say that you just have to talk to them about the issue.
Holy shit, just had a ton of money in there. God damn.
And give your point of view and everything. Just talk to them honestly. Like, don't go to voters and use all these big buzzwords or try to use platitudes. Just talk to them like a normal human being. And even at the end of the day, if they don't agree with you on that issue, they still may vote for you because they believe in what you're saying. Maybe not like as in they agree with you, but they believe that you believe it.
Incredibly interesting. Thank you so much. Can we talk a little
E9,
bit about
E9,
drinking water?
FFE9.
What's the problem with drinking water in your town? And how do you plan to fix it?
The water is bad and stupid. But and that's the short version. But the long version, yeah, I know. But the long version is the fact that there's a lot of distrust of drinking water in Randolph. Randolph's always had drinking water issues. Current reports show that drinking water quality is fine, but there's a lot of people scared based on other factors. The fact that they turn on their faucet and like the water's brown or something, you know, like that happens too much in Randolph. I
do not like chocolate flavored water straight out the tap. It sounds worrying.
Yes. Mass drinking water in general can be sketchy. So yeah, exactly. So go into more specifics. A lot of these reports from the DEP, Department of Environmental Protection, found there's a lot of high threat land use is what they call them, and the water supply protection area, which is a small area around the water treatment plants and the reservoirs that you need to keep protected. You can't have like manufacturing or different.
Man, why are you going right in front of the stage, you fucking asshole?
You want to keep.
Fine.
You want to make sure that it is safe, that there's nothing around
fucking
the water
dipshit.
protection area that could contaminate it. And Randall's water protection area, there's gas stations.
Enemies have been alerted. Come on, boys.
There's hazardous material storage. There's hazardous
Get your
waste
fucking ass out here.
There's there's manure storage, livestock operations, a bunch of stuff that are
Manure
in
storage?
the water protection area. Huh?
Manure storage?
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Camera up.
And that's something that that's something that was found in the last year's drinking water report. A drinking water report, by the way, that most residents didn't receive in the mail. We're supposed to send them out to all residents, but we just didn't, which leads into transparency being a big issue regarding our drinking water, which is probably the biggest issue regarding drinking water, because at least as of right now, the water quality is found to be fine, not contaminated. But there's a lot of people who are scared because the town's not very transparent in regards to all these things. One of them is sodium. There's a lot of sodium in our drinking water. There's about 3 times the amount. There's 3 times the amount above what is considered the guideline. So, the guideline by the Department of Environmental Protection is 20
Get your ass up here.
milligrams per liter. We have over 69 milligrams per liter.
Defend your club
which
with
for
honor.
The normal, for the average person, that's fine. That's not going to affect them in any way. But if you have a very low to low sodium restricted diet, that can be pretty bad. That can lead to, that can be pretty bad.
God damn it, you stupid fucking camera.
That can lead to high blood
Piece
pressure,
of shit.
kidney failure, a bunch of other things.
Come on,
that
assholes.
Are not nice. Yeah, exactly.
They
They're
could
not
put you
nice.
on dialysis by just drinking the
Yes.
local water. I know personally, me and my family, high blood pressure runs in the family. I couldn't possibly imagine. I even had to take my own dad to the doctor because his blood pressure was dangerously high, and he wasn't even safe to drive. It was a scary time. I can't even imagine if our own water was doing that to us. It sounds absolutely abysmal and something that should be addressed immediately. But I would imagine that you would say that it hasn't been. What is your plan to ameliorate that problem?
So it's semi being addressed. So I would say that the water quality issues are being addressed. Or at least they're taking a good first step. So there's a new water treatment plant.
What are you
That
doing?
should be completed in 2025. Basically, Randolph's part of a 3-town deal. 3 towns are part of this water treatment plant. It will have filtration for many different chemicals that we currently don't account for or filtrate. So that will help. That's a good first step in the right. That's a good step in the right direction. And I do support the creation of that. It's already underway. That's not something I can really affect. So the main thing is maintaining it.
Come on, you see me up
flushing
here.
our pipes.
I'm robbing your
You're
shit.
supposed to flush the town is supposed to flush the pipes at least once a year. There was a point in time where they went 4 years without doing it.
Thanks for the
which
bulletproof
basically means
glass.
flushing the pipes is cleaning out the pipes of sediment and dirt
Turn
and a
off.
bunch of other things. Which is why when they ever do flush the pipes, the water's brown or whatever color it is. It's but it sucks to see just because there's been a few containments in the water, but for the most part, the reports have found the water to be safe. But no one's gonna trust drinking it. I don't drink the tap water because why would I? I mean, the town's not transparent about it. They withhold information about it. So the main thing is transparency.
Is there anything we
need to
steal
have
in here?
disclaimers on our website.
A bunch of
about the
data?
sodium level of our water. As
I just
long
stole
as it's
all
still
their
above the
data.
guidelines. I think anything that is that
Sex and
violates
chrome.
the guidelines right now,
Wow.
whether it's
Read that later.
hazardous in health or
Alright, let me
not,
get
should
outta
at
here.
least be disclaimed on our website. The only way you can find it is a water report on a website that has tens of thousands of documents on it. You have to search for it.
Oh, this asshole is still stuck in his thing.
Literally, like in the search bar. It's not like you have to search for it. That's the only way you can look at it. So we have to mail water reports, make sure they're easy to understand for the average person. Let's mail water reports to every resident. Let's utilize text alerts. We should be utilizing text alerts for more things, like when the town election is happening. Like you should be texting people like the day before.
Anybody hiding?
Or the day of, telling them that it's town election day. We should be utilizing things like that to reach more people, but especially with water, if there's any emergencies or anything, we should be utilizing that more.
Stripper's still here
And
doing
we should
their
increase the
thing.
amount of
God
monitoring
damn.
we're doing.
Keep it up. Technical ability.
Water quality can change.
Goddamn fucking technical ability.
Pretty heavily in a
Bitch.
short amount of time. And that's not going to be reflected by a water report that comes out every few months or annually.
Absolutely.
Yep.
My friend.
Level
You're
up,
right.
baby.
Is that correct?
Mr. Bluey back here.
On your issues page, you talk about LGBTQ plus issues.
Oh, it's him.
Could you dive into a little bit more about your
Who
experience?
the fuck was that?
And what you've been seeing.
Who the fuck wants to fight me?
As you've said, and I believe accurately described a wave of LGBTQ plus hate. Where do you believe it's coming from, and how do you plan to empower, maintain protections for, expand, and/or make that community feel, your community feel, safe in this time of great strife?
Yeah. So with Randolph, we have come a long way.
Jesus
but,
Christ.
Yeah, there is a wave of bigotry regarding that's kind of like resurged in the U.S. It's not as bad in Massachusetts, and for obvious reasons, not as bad in Massachusetts, but it's still noticeable.
Improved weapon handling. Each successful shot grants a stack of sharpshooter.
We need to have
plus 7% stamina regen rate for 2 seconds per stack.
In the LGBT community in Pride Month, stuff like that.
Salt in the wound.
I have that on my website, being involved in Pride Month. We don't really have any Pride events.
So cool is
maybe
fully
small
done.
ones here and there, but
now
no,
just
like,
reflexes
parades or events or anything. We should be involved more, and that could sway attitudes in the community.
Weapon handling.
It could make residents feel more accepted. I also brought up the fact that it'll bring tourists, and that brings money to the town as well, so that doesn't hurt. But the main focus would be making sure that making sure that people feel accepted in the community. That's the best that I can do on the town council.
No, we're not going there yet.
Yeah, I'll be
one more
Padre
Padre mission, then we're getting our reward. Ooh, a little side job.
Amazing. Incredible.
What's that there popping
up?
up?
A little bit on education. You believe education is underfunded in your town. Can you talk a little bit about that? Maybe because you've lived there all your life. Is that correct?
All right.
No, I've been with her all my life. So my family has been here since the 1800s.
Who's glitching?
No, I grew up in a small town, Holbrook, which is right next to Randolph, and I went to those schools. And we moved back. We moved back here to Randolph.
Fucking asshole.
To this house. This is basically my
good
my
handling
grandma
on the
lived here,
gun.
And we moved in here in 2016.
Overture.
And before that, my dad also grew up here, and he actually lives in the room he's in is the room he grew up in. So yeah, we have a long history in the town, but yeah, they had moved shortly before I was born, and then we came back here in 2016. But I will say that I've seen how the schools are in Randolph, and they are definitely falling behind neighboring towns in their education.
Oh
What
boy.
problems have you heard from?
I'm so sorry about that. Please don't call the
problems
cops.
in education.
It was just a
What
railing.
have you observed?
I would say that the main issues are well, we are falling behind academically, but I would say the main issues, especially where at the start, is the fact that these schools are falling apart. So it's pretty bad. There's ceilings. The ceiling panels are falling off. There's been multiple incidents of pipes bursting in the school bathrooms. About half the school bathrooms are just closed. So
what is it?
when
Fuck, is it
students have to
raining?
go to the bathroom and there are 3-minute intervals between class.
Yeah, it's
the
raining.
Average wait time is like 15 to 20 minutes to use the bathroom.
Fuck out of here, bitch.
That's how long the wait lines are, because so many of the bathrooms are closed, and we aren't maintaining our schools properly, despite half the town budget going to the schools. About $50 million going to the schools. But they're completely falling apart. The classes are oversized. There's too many kids in each class. Teachers can't pay an adequate amount of time to each student, which is especially bad when so many of the students in the Randolph schools are high needs. A lot of them don't speak
You
English. I
jumped
think
into
we're
my
third,
car.
and maybe a fifth or third, something like that. And
Fucking
then
cop, shut the fuck
a
up.
majority are not English speaking first.
Shut
Maybe don't
up.
speak English fluently.
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's especially bad when we can't pay as much attention to those students who are going to need more attention. So that hurts us academically. That hurts us in preparing kids for when they grow up.
Fuck you.
Preparing them in different subjects. They're less likely to go to college, more likely to drop out. They get, that means crime increases. They're less likely to get higher paying jobs. That's less tax revenue for
got a mission
the
for me.
towns, which means less tax revenue for the schools. It's a cycle. If you have poor education, literally almost every major problem we have gets worse. And it's a cycle where, and because they get worse, we have less.
Who knows
revenue
what
to
you might
actually fund our
find.
schools.
Okay.
So you have to start off.
What was the
and
side
take
mission?
a
I
loss by
forgot.
funding schools,
I
because in
didn't
the
read
long
it.
term, it will be a great benefit to society. So, yeah, funding and where they're going. I think we
Oh,
need
Mama
more
Wells.
auditing of where funds are going. The principal for
course, I
the
can't skip.
middle school left last year, like quietly left, and has recently.
They need to let you
been
skip
jammed
all
up in legal
dialogue.
trouble. Yeah, he did quiet
chat,
quitting,
hold
and
on.
then recently they were jammed up in Boston because they started to work in Boston schools, and they were jammed up legally for taking funds and misusing them. So I mean, were they doing that here as well? I don't know, because we don't do enough auditing, and we don't publicly release all that much information.
Incredible. I also there's also something on here that I haven't heard you mention yet. On your website, you personally believe in
Mama
free,
Wells looking bad.
School lunch. Is that correct?
Yeah. Okay.
You're looking great tonight, Mama Wells.
But unfortunately for my campaign,
Let's
I
get a
can't really use
drink.
it as a point anymore. But very, very fortunately, because the Massachusetts state budget just included free school lunch and breakfast for every student.
Oh, well.
So that's no longer a local issue for Randolph anymore.
Can't run on it anymore, but it's good for
Yeah, I have
problems
it
to
on
no
there. I
longer be
support it,
problems
but
anymore.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
that
you
will
do
be
support
something-
that, right?
Yeah, yes, of course I support it. But yeah, the state is going to be mandating that starting in 2024.
Okay, great. Sounds amazing. One last thing that I just want to look to make sure if there's anything that we didn't really touch on. Would you like to touch on transportation just for a moment?
Yes, transportation is another big one. So
Yes.
there's a petition going around in Randolph, and it was accepted by the town council, and it was for a shuttle bus. So to have a fare-free bus service in Randolph that goes between the apartment complexes and then goes to other towns to train stations, and basically to act as like a central point, like a hub, to go to many other different transportation networks and important places that people go to.
If you have any questions for him, write it in chat.
So that was the petition. It got accepted by the town council. And the petition basically states that there needs to be a feasibility study done to find the best way to fund it, the best way to implement it, because there's no concrete plan yet.
No fighting in the bar.
Have to submit that feasibility study by June of 2024.
What the
and then
fuck?
the town council will vote on whether they're
just
going to
started a
implement
bar
the bus
fight.
service. So there's not full information out on it yet because the feasibility study isn't done yet, so we have to wait. But I will be on
One
the town
combo.
council by the time it comes out.
Fucking
and I would
assholes.
be, on the town council by the time we have to vote on it. I do support the shuttle bus. I do support having fare-free buses in Randolph. It would help a lot. It saves people money. Some people thousands of dollars for people who no longer want to use a car, because right now it's necessary to use a car, depending on where you are in Randolph. Where I am specifically, it may not be necessary just because we are near a business district, but most people in
Hand
Randolph
over
it is
your
necessary
readies.
to have a car, and that costs thousands of dollars to not only get a car but also to repair.
Thanks, bitch.
maintenance,
2,000, that's it.
gas. It's a bunch
Broke
of money,
bitch.
and you save a lot of money. A lot of people will save money by using public transportation. It
Nice
increases
little side
economic
mission.
mobility because people can
I
go
like
to
that.
jobs that they weren't able to reach before. People are able to have easier ways to be transported to different businesses.
Where's
and
that
spend
last
more
gig?
and goods and
Sebastian,
services that
you better
leads
give
to
me
more
my
tax
shit.
revenue for the town. Traffic improves because there's less car, there's fewer cars on the road, which means less deaths on the road, less injuries on the road, less accidents. It saves people money on gas because there's less traffic, less idling, and obviously it benefits the environment from fewer emissions.
Roads a
with
little
fewer
dry,
cars on
looking
the roads.
good.
So yeah, that's why I support the shuttle bus. It would help a lot in regards to traffic, economic mobility, saving people money, and I think it's a very good idea for Randolph. And I do support them being fare free as well.
Great. Also, walkability. In my neck of the woods, in my town, walkability is a problem. Now, for me personally, I live about 2 miles from my big road where most of our food, services, and things are. You would think 2 miles. That's not that far. I could get 2 miles. You know, if I really needed to, I could get there on my feet. I could walk on the sidewalk. Oh wait, there is none.
Where the fuck are you guys going?
I would love to be able to ride my bike to the grocery store and back. I can't. There
What the fuck?
There's a road that has a
Man's
50
bugging out.
Sorry, 60
Okay, so I think
mile
that's a
speed
bug.
limit
That's not the
in between
actual
me
NPCs
and
reacting
that
the way they're
and-
supposed to.
in like basically the middle of the town. And
God,
I don't want
fucking
to
cops.
get hit by a F1
I'm out.
lifted F-150 who's texting and driving on the side of the road because there is no sidewalk, there is no like rails,
Who the
there's
fuck
no
is shooting me?
bike trail or anything that I can do to get there. I have to have a car. If I want to leave my house, it costs money, either in gas or in maintenance or insurance in my car, or anything bad can happen to me. I obviously can be hit. There's problems. Do your constituents feel? Have you heard that your constituents have similar issues? Have you noticed similar issues? Because walkability is on your issues page.
Yes. So Randall's a little
we got big
better
boys.
walkability than most suburbs, but
Where your
there's
friends
definitely
at?
issues. So there are
Just you?
studies on different routes, like Route 28, for example, that show that
Oh,
there's
he's
about
780. He
a
was
half
strong.
mile on that road
Still a
without
lot of
sidewalk.
damage.
So there's stuff like that where those gaps definitely need to be filled with sidewalks. We need to have more walking paths.
The fuck is with
bike
all these
racks,
explosives?
Bike trails. I want people to be able to walk to have a bus stop near them. I want people to walk to any necessary facilities. I support. I mentioned on the website that I support the 15-minute rule, which is basically part of it's a idea in town and urban planning that.
You want to build a 15-minute city?
Yeah, and then it's an idea in planning that if you, no matter where you are in the town or city, you can walk to basic necessities, basic like facilities within 15 minutes. So hospital, like a medical center, convenience store to get groceries, stuff like that. I do support that because I do not believe that I do not believe that there's at least a big chunk of Randolph that does not fit under that rule. I'm fortunate to be in a part of Randolph that does, but much of Randolph doesn't. Much of Randolph, I think it's about half of Randolph is over a mile away from the nearest bus stop.
Fucking better be.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. We have
19,000.
very limited
God
bus
damn.
service here.
Some good money right there.
I mean, that's a big thing in a lot of places. Like
Yes.
I said, for mine, in my neighborhood, we don't even have completed sidewalks. I would imagine that's the same for your area as well. All right, but it's been absolutely great talking to you.
Thank you.
I would like to say, is there anything else you'd like to touch on before we go? And I asked you a couple of
Tell me your
audience questions.
I already have that.
Yeah, the fact that it's so hot in here, we're doing it's a heat wave right now, and I have lights blaring on me as well. It's like an oven. It's a very important part of the campaign.
Well, yeah. When it comes to running for public office,
yeah.
I imagine you had a lot of lights on you.
Like, damn, it's so hot. I don't know, like what happened. It was completely fine like a few days ago.
Oh, completely. I remember it was like earlier today. I was in the sun. I was having a great time. It was like 70 degrees. Now it's up to like 80. Feels like 85. You can't catch a break.
Yeah, but it's like it's September in New England. It shouldn't be this hot, and it's like 90 degrees for the past few days.
Oof.
Like it's like 94, 95.
Sucks to be you guys.
Yeah.
I'm in Kentucky.
Exactly.
Apparently, it's getting wetter
yeah.
here over time.
Just take the
dry.
train.
Yeah.
You know, but we do have flooding, so that's a problem. Water isn't all life-giving. Sometimes it takes. The water giveth, and the water taketh away. But go ahead.
Yeah. I'd like to share my events page and my donation link. But yeah,
Great.
I'll definitely accept audience questions.
Sure, great, no problem. And your donation link, it is through Act Blue, is that right?
Yes.
With Act Blue, donate Andrew.
Ooh, let's see the rubber duck.
Pemberton, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
Upgrade some
Great,
more
I'll share it in the
cyberware.
chat right now.
We got
And
the
I'll
money.
also share your website as well. AP, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a nice logo. How'd you get that?
Thank you. Made it myself.
Oh, and I gotta check the
you graphic
stash.
design. Multi-talented
Yes.
politician. That's incredible. You don't do just one thing.
I
And you're not even-
also do 3D animation.
Oh, and you're not from Harvard. You're not one of them Harvard elites.
No.
interesting.
But yeah,
Yeah.
also
Take
there's
this.
the help the campaign section
Yes.
that has a
Child is
section
unaffected.
for our event. So, there's probably not many people watching that are in the area, but we have virtual events. We have a virtual phone banking happening
bitch.
this Sunday.
Give me some
We're
new
doing it every
cyberware.
Sunday. So it's being hosted by PV. So if you want to help us out in regards to calling voters, we'll have training and everything. We're using a software. You don't even need to use your phone. You can just use your computer to call voters. So yeah,
Sounds so
it's a
easy.
virtual. Yeah, it's very easy. So if you want to give it a try, that'd be great. It would help us a lot. We're betting on getting volunteer engagement and doubling down on that. And we're also betting on making up the gap fundraising wise, because a lot of these people in the town council have a lot more money than us and are able to basically put in thousands of dollars of their personal funds into the campaign, which is not money we have.
Mhm. Absolutely.
One figure I would say, like, if you want to know how much your donations help, $5 is enough to call 125 voters, because it's 4 cents per dial.
Ooh, wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
if you,
and-
so
and-
no matter
and
what you give,
very
if
big.
it's a small amount, if it's a large amount, it can matter.
Yeah, it's very big. So like even if it's a small amount, that helps so much, because we need to, we have to double down on just grassroots outreach, everything like that, if we want to win.
Hmm. Absolutely, that's very important. Can I ask? I had somebody ask, have you come across people not taking you seriously due to your age? Because I would imagine you're the youngest, if not one of the youngest people running.
Yeah, so I haven't talked to someone that's directly brought up like you're too young, but I can definitely tell there's a couple people that just based on how they act towards me,
Might get the double
he's
jump.
young, so he's not gonna know all that much. I can catch him with like a gotcha or something, especially on social media. Which, by the way, we do have social media links. They're all linked on the website if you want to go check them out. But yeah, that's definitely a recurring theme with some people who don't support the campaign.
No, I want
is,
this. That's better.
Oh, we're
It's
not
got
gonna
the
treat you
headshot
with, like,
weak
all
spot
that much
damage.
respect as a candidate because you're so young, and they also assume because I'm young I don't have any political experience, which isn't true. I do, and I don't take that personally. It's gonna happen. It's something I expected. And there's far more. There's many more people that are excited that I'm young and I'm running. It doesn't just help with young people. There's a bunch of like old people. Some of my strongest supporters are like 70, and they're like, oh, I'm so happy that there's young blood running. Like I'm so happy that there's new people in the political space locally. I think it helps with many voters, the fact that I'm young and that I'm running, and that I would actually be the youngest town councilor in the town's history.
Ooh, wow, incredible. Also, is it? I know you have a lot of experience, but is this your first time running for public office?
Yes. There is
And is it
definitely a
intimidating?
difference between. There's definitely a difference between organizing and being a candidate, of course. That's why you see there's a lot of activists who run that don't make great candidates. That's totally true. Because they do require some different skill sets, and I think I've adapted to that pretty well. But definitely, they're not the same. So there's still a lot to learn in regards to that. But it's a bit intimidating, a little bit sometimes. A lot of the time, it doesn't. I guess it doesn't register with me that I'm running, but yeah, like, that like doesn't actually like sit in with like, oh, I'm running for office right now. Like that doesn't, like I'm doing everything I can, but maybe it's not, I haven't really had enough time to sit down and think about it. For how far I've come politically and for how long I've done this and how young I am. But yeah, it can be intimidating at times, of course. But you know, just when I started doing political organizing and volunteering, that was intimidating as well. And some of those skills do transfer to being a candidate. Not all of them, but some do, and I think that's helped me a lot.
Incredible. Do you believe that people should have political experience before running for office? I know legally it's not required at all, but do you think that's something that is not only helpful but necessary?
It depends. It depends on what office, I think. If it's for a local office, I don't think it's necessary. There's many people who run that don't have any political experience beforehand. I think as far as you have an understanding of what the office is, what local governance is, what it's like, I think having an understanding of what you're able to do in that position and what you want to do, that's enough. As long as you do your research and everything, and you're passionate and you care about what you believe in, that's all you need. If you are running for higher level, like higher offices, then it's definitely preferred, of course. But yeah, I mean, everyone starts somewhere, and I wouldn't say that it's absolutely necessary for you to have experience, but of course it's a bonus.
So true. And I think we can grab one more before I let you go. So we talked a decent amount about housing. Housing
all
prices.
oranged out.
Do you have any
Yeah, we can't afford shit
ideas
here.
or thoughts to give on the price of housing in your area, and what that means, and if it's too high, how to reduce it?
Yeah, so with housing prices, they're high, especially they're higher in Mass than most of the country. I think we're definitely on the higher end of states, cost of living wise. And Randolph, yeah, the housing price is increased, of course, with everywhere else in the country, essentially. And the best ways to handle that is freeing up market rate housing. So I know a lot of people, say, we'll just build more housing, which is true. That is true to an extent. Like, building more housing will just decrease housing prices by increasing the supply, of course. But it also matters what type of housing you're building, right? So I would say that.
All right, let's do some main missions.
Right now, the town has built low-income housing, which is great, but they've kind of just stopped there and haven't gone further, which I don't think that helps all that much, because all that does is effectively just segregate the housing based on income. And it doesn't actually, it's not in the same market as market rate housing or normal housing. So it's not really doing all that much to affect housing prices. It's alleviating the concerns of homelessness and economic despair of poorer residents.
Oh, where's the
we
ring?
We also have to go forward and
Takamura.
help middle-class families and
little
lower
island
middle-class
over
families
here.
that may not qualify for that housing as well.
What are the coordinates
best way we
given
do
by
that is make sure
Reno?
that wealthier residents and ordinary people are
I see the main mission is going to be
towards the exact same housing.
like
So
a
right
deep
now,
yellow, automatic love.
it's just the market rate housing. We
Let's
can
go meet
decrease the
Takamura.
price of market rate housing without
I'm not
really
sure what to
building
do
all that
first.
much more market rate housing. We
Let's
can
go
build
do automatic
low-income
love.
housing to alleviate the economic woes of poorer residents, while also building some luxury housing so wealthier residents move out of market rate housing and go towards wealthier housing. Because right now, it's wealthier residents and then poorer residents that are vying for the exact same housing, and then wealthier residents just keep, bidding up the price higher.
There's
And that's
another
why they
gig
always
here.
win,
What the
'cause they have
fuck?
more money. So making sure that they're not.
Oh, collect my reward.
They're not,
That's right, I forgot.
they're not vying for the same housing in the same market, that's going to be important. Also, I do support more public housing, of course.
Okay.
And
fuck is
multifamily
that?
housing. Multifamily housing. I do want to have more multifamily housing, so we're not using all this land on single-family housing.
I would imagine you may be sympathetic or support mixed use areas as well, right?
Yes, yes.
Damn, this shit is so good.
All right, well, thank you so much, Andrew Pembington, running for City Council at large in Massachusetts, in Randolph, Massachusetts, right?
I'll save that one in the
just making sure I
storage.
got the name right. Last thing I want to do is, last thing I want to do is say the wrong name. Thank you so much, buddy.
Electric.
Thank you.
I
Make sure to
beta.
make sure to donate if you can, and make sure to go to our website. You can go to our Help the Campaign page. We have Mobilize links. You also go on mobilize.us. Put in Andrew Pemberton. There's our event pages right there. So if you want to show up to our phone bank events, I think I'll just put the event in the Twitch chat. If you want to put that in your site chat, you can. There's the phone bank link. So if you want to sign up and call voters for us, that's greatly appreciated. And donate as well, so we can actually pay for the calls.
Yep, absolutely. Donation, anything would help, small or large, whatever you have. No problem. Well, thank you so much, buddy. I really appreciate you for coming on, and I wish you well in your campaign endeavors. Let us know and remember me when you're famous, okay, buddy?
Okay.
Take care.
All right, take care. Bye.
Bye. What a nice guy. Come here. Come here. Oh. Hi. Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there. If you're enjoying the content, hit the subscribe button. If you don't, it'll make Boo very sad. I know a bunch of you who are watching are not subscribed. Join the frenzy. You won't regret it. Thank you, Boo.
Hello, everybody. It is Wednesday, a beautiful Wednesday, actually. Sunny, beautiful. Not too hot, not too cold. You know. Today is the 27th of September. We are quickly approaching God's Day of Halloween. Halloween is the most important day of the year. Now that I have 2 young kids, Halloween is basically the alpha, the omega. It is the only day that matters.
The big one.
And when it's over, all they want is for the next one. I don't know if people without small kids know, candy is literally currency in the child world. Like, candy makes the world go round, bro. Mm-hmm. Keep your dollars. Keep your gold.
Violet, you're turning violet, Violet.
I want 100 grand. And I'm not talking about money. Those are good, by the way. 100 grand are fire. Underappreciated candy bar. Oh, hey, it's Kevin James in the sewer. Oh, did somebody say Halloween? Dude, all these Kevin
Oh, that's
James
the new
images
pistol
are
I got.
killing me, man. Why? Why are they? What is this? Hey, give me a hand. I'm falling in the sewer. I'm Kevin James. That face when... Oh, I know what this is. This is like that face when you put too much rosebud on your ass and want to escape. Or I'm trying to retell your story, Zach.
What, when you're in a $300,000 Ferrari and you got rosebud in your ass?
And then you leave like a oil slick on the seat and you just want to disappear into the sewer?
Yeah, there you go.
But I get it, man. Look at this shit. Hey, give me a hand. Dude, this shit's crazy. Am I the only one? 100 grand is so heavily unappreciated.
I agree completely.
You got the dried rice for the crunch, the chocolate, and then you hit them with the regular, that caramel filling, man. Well, this picture is not really looking that appetizing. That caramel looks kind of old. Looks like
Chocolate
earwax.
mocha, you know.
Why they do that? Why would they do this photo? Let's get a better photo. Anyway, so here we go. Oh, the candy tier list? That's a good idea. I'm gonna revisit that.
Where's the armor? Did I accidentally sell it? I accidentally sold my body armor. No, it's here. There's one for 25 though, ain't it?
Yeah.
It is an A tier, but
2020.
F tier, easy.
come on, Ian. Why are you hating, bro? You know I care about the 100 grand. Why are you causing trouble already this early in the show?
20.
25.
25.
We have no sponsors today, so shout out to our members.
The only sponsors that matter.
Go round. Y'all make such a big difference in the H3 Nation. Appreciate y'all so much. We're planning our members drive soon. I think that'll be next Friday.
Mhm.
When Ethan is gonna get drunk, everybody. The show's not over till the ambulance comes. Can I get a whoop whoop?
Woo woo, let
I'm
go.
talking about it. That's what I'm saying.
I'll hold your hair, girl.
Blood alcohol levels through the roof. Let's go. You know who else likes 100 grand? Everybody? What? Oh, is that right?
Yeah, that's actually from an episode.
What's the context of this?
He was doing
Oh,
a
the
seminar at
syrup.
a business school, I believe, and he passed out 100 grand at some point.
Oh.
Or he used it as some kind of visual cue when giving his presentation.
And what's that have to do with me?
Everything.
I was just saying I like the candy bar, man. Yo, Kevin James, what do you think about 100 grand?
Whoa.
That face when you're asked, what do you think about 100 grand? Dude, Kevin James is awesome. Why
He
is
looks
this
awesome.
happening?
I don't know. I don't know.
It's so fun.
That shit was so
It is
funny.
fun, isn't it?
Check out
Also,
The Sound of
pleased to
Freedom.
announce that this Friday, I've got the details here. This Friday for members, we are going to be putting up the final show of the year, our live show at the Dolby Theater. The Steamies live. If you're on Discord, we will be sending an exclusive code. If you are on YouTube, you're not in Discord, we'll be
150%
sending
stealth
an
damage.
exclusive code via the
10%
community tab.
reduction.
That's right.
150%
Don't share
damage.
it.
10 reduction.
Don't share it, just for you.
If you share it, you might. The other one might not get it. But it will be available to everybody else. I think after.
What do they keep doing with this guy?
Probably.
No, it's just 24 hours from now.
Just 25. Last time they all sold out, but this time there is a lot more seats.
True.
We have three. Yeah, I know. 3,300 seats, so it's quite a bit more, about double.
Over double.
So I'm hoping that even if you aren't a member, you'll have a crack. I'm
Oh,
hoping we just sell them. I mean, shit. I'm out here acting like it's given. That's a lot of seats. I am. Yeah. How much? How many tickets?
3033.
Right. That's actually pretty close.
Pretty close.
That's pretty close. I'll give it to him. So I'm gonna be like, I was really excited.
How come
with
I can't
it
go
went last
practice
time.
in there? What the fuck is
It went
wrong?
So fast. I was truly amazed and shocked by that. So, but there's a lot more.
People asking what platform it will be sold on. It's Ticketmaster.
I guess we're going to the.
How do I go
bigger-
shoot? I can't go inside
This
there
is
anymore?
a big boy venue,
What the fuck?
and they got an ironclad contract with the
But let me say
Ticketmaster,
this:
so.
fuck Ticketmaster.
Yeah. Agree.
Sorry about that, guys. I know they're gonna fuck you guys over, even though we've tried not to.
Yeah.
We've we've lowered the tickets to free, so any of the fees basically just going to Ticketmaster. No, that's not true. It's a joke. Sorry, guys, for that. Oh, here's a preview. Here's a preview of the venue. I told you guys the Dolby Theater is gorgeous.
Wow.
And I was serious about that. It's gonna be
High ceiling.
Stunning.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm super
God
excited.
damn it. Fucking cops.
It's gonna be December 17th at 7 p.m. It's YouTube's hottest night.
It's YouTube's hottest night, everyone. Oh, we should show the banner.
Let me hide.
And I will say this
You
as
got it?
well.
Yeah.
Since everybody seems to understand how I run my business, this isn't even the first time I've done this, and it will not be the last time. All the box office sales will go to the crew. I will not even be participating in it.
Wow. This man works for us for free. Here it is. It's YouTube's hottest night.
YouTube's hottest night.
That looks like me.
3.
That's me. That's your host,
Jay Shetty.
Jay Shetty. I'm gonna try.
Jay Shetty will be there.
I hope Jay will co-host it. I think we would ruin his career though, because he's like, like he's on the O list. Didn't we read that? Or like
on Oprah's O list?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not gonna be on the O list if he co-hosts the show.
Yeah, definitely not.
That's what my teeth could look like, though. Don't you guys see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
So you want some fucking to you?
Yes, Daddy Kenny. That's me. That could be me. Don't you guys see that I look more handsome like that?
I think your teeth are fine. But
This elevator's so goddamn slow.
I'd consider it one day.
I got that big $1 billion smile. And what about bleaching my eyes blue?
You should definitely do that.
Bleach my eyes. What else has he done here? How do I look like this guy?
Buccal, the buccal fat in your cheeks.
Buccal fat removal?
Yeah. Buccal.
What about, does he have a nose job or is that natural?
I think that's a beauty nose, just the way.
He has no pores. How do I do that?
Botox. Yeah.
Wait, Botox removes pores?
No, but it got rid of the wrinkles.
Oh.
You just start wearing makeup.
Makeup is good.
Hey, girl.
Yeah. I see you.
Yeah.
Help me out with that. Yeah, that's exciting. Thank you with peace and love. All very excited about that.
I guess.
What the fuck happened to you?
Just to clarify, I saw people asking in the chat.
Oh, let me drive over
the
from
tickets
this
will go
city.
Available during the show, so we'll be live, and then we will say we're about to send out the code to members, so everybody's on the same page.
We'll do it live.
So you know how this show goes. Somewhere around 1:30, 2 o'clock ish,
We'll
depending
do it
on how
live.
late we are.
Yeah, and so tell all your socialist friends, Ethan's splitting the box office up.
Tell them. Let them know.
Let him know that I'm one of the good capital owners. Okay?
Right.
There's no Ethan head-shaped guillotine out there.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, no way.
No way.
There's no way.
You know,
they couldn't make one big enough.
If I'm
for your
getting
giant noggin, huge, massive.
Dude, if I'm getting guillotine, I feel that Hassan should also get guillotine.
Sure.
I'm sorry. Why should he get a pass?
Yeah,
Because he's
equal
like, oh.
opportunity.
All right, as long as we agree on that.
Yeah.
This is America.
Why not?
This is America. Anyway, there it is. Thank you. The tattoo is obviously not happening today. It was meant to happen. It's not. We've been over that. But I did connect with
In a brand new
somebody
city. Let's see what's popping
who I'm
off.
feeling pretty
Let's go see what the
about.
criminals look like.
Yeah.
I
Go
talked
hit them
over
up
with him,
real
nice
quick.
guy.
Mm-hmm.
And he's
City's
going to be coming to
looking
my
good.
house
A
this
little wet.
weekend on Saturday to do it
What
there.
up? What
In
up?
comfort, Security.
Everybody's chilling.
Free of distractions. And get the
Oh,
job done.
I already
He
see the
sent me
trouble
a,
started over there.
An example, and I liked how it came out. It's
Okay.
It's the
See
picture
what
that
these
I
assholes
love,
are up to.
and he's basically going to silhouette it with like a circle around him
Mhm.
to kind of close off the edges.
Cops. What the fuck are the
Let's see if I
cops
can find a
doing?
picture.
Oh, my bad.
Into a circle.
I mean, I got a really shitty photo here. There's like a screenshot of a video, but maybe I'll show you just so you guys know what I'm talking about. Yes. And AB, I guess you're gonna.
Damn,
come
the
film
accuracy
today.
is good too. Barely any
Yeah, it's gonna be
recoil.
cool to see,
Fires
your
faster.
reaction at first.
This thing
But
is
it's gonna
nice.
be a while, so I'm not sure. There's gonna be like a lot of downtime.
I was thinking maybe I could start it off and then you guys handle
Give me
the
your
end or
gun.
something.
Oh, well then I can just have Ela do it. So you
Well,
don't
yeah,
have,
if you look, I mean, whatever you want.
I'll have Ela do it, and you don't have to waste your time on your weekend coming out. To you know what I mean? Forget about it.
I'm just trying to hang out, dude. So.
Well, if that's the case, then because you were like, I'll do the beginning and then bail.
Who the fuck are these assholes?
We were talking. I think it's gonna be like 6 hours, roughly. So,
6?
Yeah.
I said 3 to 5.
Well, yeah. I guess when we were talking is before he had the final.
What can I do with one hand? Other than, not that. I want to do that.
Interesting dilemma.
Someone else. Can I play video games with one hand? Not really.
Jack it off.
What do you do when you get a tattoo? You just lay there?
Listen to music.
Yeah.
Listen to
Watch
music?
something maybe.
I think I accidentally killed an innocent civilian.
With one hand though?
Yeah.
Like Flappy Bird shit?
Yeah, Flappy Dunk is my go-to.
Calm down. The criminals are gone.
Kinda
You're
get
free to go.
distracted by the tattoo. You won't get bored.
Really? Do you think the pain will overtake me?
Yeah.
And I changed the location. I'm no longer doing it here on my shoulder. I'll be doing it here on my forearm.
Oh fuck.
He said it's not painful
No,
there.
I'm just gonna guess not bad.
Is that? I mean, it's probably more painful than the upper shoulder.
Yeah, no, it's not bad.
He told me that
Unavailable.
he
What the
suggested
fuck?
there, and I came around to his logic because
Access to
if you do
shard.
it here, you have
Take
it's not like a
elevator to the
big-ass thing.
clouds.
It will look like
What?
tiny.
Right, yeah,
Also, you'll never see it if it's on the outside of your arm.
Cops are
If
off
it's
my
on the
dick,
inside,
right?
You'll be able to look
That's
at
true.
Shutter all the
I was
time.
doing like this. I was like, you know, let me see it right there like this.
Yeah.
The images of Discord. I
There we go.
really like it based on the image you sent.
This, can you pull it up?
Spunky monkey.
Oh, I can pull it up. Yeah.
Spank my monkey.
Again, it's, yeah.
Oh, I'm
love
mad high. I
this
thought the whole
parade,
fucking
and
platform's.
And I'm just so excited. I mean, I just love this photo. It's so precious. I mean, I just love him so much.
Oh, it's
So I
in the
think this is gonna be
clouds.
good. And it'll be right here.
Doesn't look AI enough.
You got no top hat, no human shoulders.
Where's the watermark?
Where's the pizzazz?
There's no audio jungle. This dog is not going to YouTube Sexiest Night. I'll tell you that. But I'm actually so excited. I just.
Johnny, you're fucking insane. Why would I trust you?
I'm really.
Why would I
excited
trust your intuition?
to memorialize him.
You don't even have a full arm.
Still hard. But in other news, we talk on this show frequently about the menace to society H3 Producaton. This man is causing so much trouble for my life that I might have to take legal action. Look at this shit. Shut up, Jeff. So he tweets out, Producadons, just got my tattoo in honor of Shredder. When someone asks about it, I'll get to talk about you. I will always love and miss you, buddy. I mean, what the fuck, bro? That you don't fake a tweet like that.
It's not even like funny.
I'm sure many people earnestly liked that post.
Well, and one of them was my mom. She said, "Oh my God, what a great job the tattoo artist did. Hard to tell how big it is, though."
Yes.
She likes the top hat. Maybe she's being nice.
Was she aware of what was going on, like with the tattoo and all?
Yeah, yeah, she knows that I'm planning to do it.
But she
Oh,
doesn't.
no, clearly not. Clearly not.
It has 10,000 likes.
It has 10,000 likes. So,
Dubrick?
okay, so do people know it's a joke? Like what percentage of people know that's a joke?
I'm not gonna lie, it gets me sometimes.
It gets me every time.
Yeah, it gets me like for a second,
Mhm.
depending on the post.
I think half.
Half? People think I'm walking around with a random Yorkie with a top hat on my arm? That's crazy. Why don't you just start a show? Hey, Producadons, I got an idea. Start your own podcast. Just fucking, you know what I mean? Talk about yourself. Damn.
I think it could potentially be good though, because I could see haters using it, thinking that it's real, and getting some good content out of that.
They already do that.
Right.
They just make shit up. They don't need Producadons to do that.
Bro.
Well, anyway, that wasn't even the worst part of what he did to me. I love this photo. I love him. I guess, you know, I guess everyone probably feels this way about their dogs, but Shredder was like a human being to me. I don't know how to describe it. We had like a telepathic connection. So then Donna, my mom, I just read her name here. I text my mom, I says, "Yo, Mom." Hold on. Okay, so let me start with this. I saw this post, everyone's like, haha, Donna got again. So I sent, this is me, I sent this to her. I said, "Mom, you gotta block this parody account. He gets you every time." Okay? Her response is, "Oh shit, he gets me every time." The Coin Boy 99? I looked it up on YouTube, didn't come up. Who is Coin Boy 99? The poster on the subreddit.
Oh my God.
I don't know. Okay, but that now she takes action. So apparently she blocked me. She responded, I know, I just blocked him. And now people are saying, no, you blocked your son. Because if you go to her follows, or I guess somebody screenshotted it, I don't know if it's here, you see that she still follows him and not me. So the question is this. Donna Dusk Twitter. Let's see if she's remedied or if she even knows. I mean, people have been trying to point it out to her. She follows 71, so this would be easy. Here, this is the screenshot I was looking for. You can see that's just the Reddit logo actually. I don't know why that did that.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
There, I got it.
What the fuck? Just the damn Reddit logo.
I don't know why it's doing that.
Followed by. Oh wait, it says followed by. Okay, she blocked me, so it doesn't show that I'm following her.
Yeah.
Ethan Klein, host of the HP Podcast parody. Because when you block someone, they unfollow you.
Right.
Right.
So let's take a look now.
Block me.
Dan, can you show the second photo in that post?
No, because the new Reddit UI.
Please.
Terrible.
No, I'm kidding. It's not a big deal.
There,
Verified
there.
followers, that would be me, right? Donna. It's not your son. Donna, that's Producatons again. So if I go to verified followers, I should cut it down a bit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. No. She has a ton of followers. Following. Okay. Here's everybody on the podcast. They got access. McIntyre, Repzion. My mom's got quite an
Team Skeet's gonna be in here.
an eclectic. Team YouTube. Okay, she's pretty high level. The Dodo. This is my
She loves those In More Rescue vids, I bet.
my cousin who's a wonderful writer, Craig Leaner. You guys check him out.
Where we know what you're
Shout
looking
out.
for.
John Trump, Polly Shore, shout out. Thank you, Mom, for following Polly Shore, of course.
All right, let's do this.
Oops.
This will
I'm
be
not
a
on
live
here. I've
session,
seen all that
so
I'd be at
let's
the
make it
top.
an unexpected turn.
Probably.
But don't
Actually, let me just go to her shit. Let me check on my phone and see if I'm blocked. I mean, that'd
Let's
be
go, Randy Rainbow. I'm
I
so
know.
Donna for
this. I'm blocked. I'm blocked.
Block me.
Ah.
Now for your safety.
How did she block me? But I didn't even tweet to her. How did she block me?
Afterlife.
Here, pull that up.
And save.
Like, I sent her a
With me a
WhatsApp
moment.
message. I didn't even tweet at her. So how is it that she blocked me?
You should see compatible dolls in just a second.
So, ay. So I'm trying to get her on the phone today and confront her on why she would block her own son.
Block me.
After everything I've done for her, she would block me and choose Producatons? Why don't you adopt him then, Donna? You're Donna now, Mom.
Interesting.
Is that normal?
This is what
Who can say
Producatons
what
does
is
to a
normal?
family.
You're clearly
Tears
a
it
unique
apart.
person with unique
He's so
tastes.
unhinged in DMs too.
Our
We just had a
sister
shouting
Lily
match in front of my mom, you know, with the
is
clones, like, no, he's the fake one. He's the fake one. And she didn't know her own damn son.
Oh, I forgot who was who. I'll take Angel.
Think an angel
She
was.
shot me in the face, dude. And now I hear the bell.
Now for
So
the baby.
she's able to call in a little bit?
Venture into the
Yeah,
beyond.
and I sent her the link. I was hoping. I think she should be
There you go.
available any minute now.
You mentioned she's at a funeral. Yeah, my funeral. She's going from one funeral to another.
The payments come through. The entire
You know what I mean?
floor is open
Come
to
on,
you
Mom.
if you wish to wind down first.
We've been through so much together.
Angel
I've known you for
awaits
38 years now.
Disconnect.
38 years. And here you are, blocking your son. Your beautiful
We
baby
have a
boy.
strict no
Wait, do you
weapons
want
policy
Godfather
for
or what?
clouds.
After everything
Deposit
I've
any
done for you,
non-hazardous
mother,
items with me.
you choose Producatons over me? I can't stand this disrespect. I'm okay.
Go eat a dick, Johnny.
Enjoy your stay.
Listen, Mom. I'm gonna need an explanation. See, I feel like I'm good at it, but then I lose it. I'm gonna need an explanation.
That's the best you've done right there.
I'm gonna need an explanation, Mom.
Bottom line is you cannot be trusted.
You can't be trusted, the Producatons. The Producatons. Alright, stop. Get out of this.
Bottom line is you cannot be trusted.
And then there's this meme coming out of the whole tattoo thing, which I gotta say is pretty funny. Look at this photograph. It's sure for goddamn sure. What the fuck, man?
Alright, Angel.
Why would you send me this?
Fuck me. Fuck me in my mouth, in my holes.
Thank you.
blow a load on my chest.
Also, we have the stock photo, picture frame that was used in the.
Why
photo.
can't I skip?
It was a stock photo. Well, of course it was. He sent it to me after like 30 seconds, but he didn't remove the damn watermark.
Right, there it is.
So he took it from 123RF.
I just want some answers. Are you asking the right
Wonderful.
question?
Well done, sir.
How can you
Beautiful.
change what has already happened?
It's a wonderful frame. It's massive.
Gorgeous.
Yeah, it's massive. Perfect for a tattoo. I love frames. I'm just super
Absolutely.
into frames, man. You don't know what?
Absolutely.
You don't even have to put the image in there. I just love frames, and this is a beautiful frame. So thank you for that. It's just what I wanted. Today we have planned. Some people were saying, Ethan, you need to try more Korean food because clearly you're a pleb and you don't. Because I was talking about Timbanyaki, Timbuktu yaki, Timbanyaki, where they kick the meat. You cook the meat. That's Korean barbecue. No, that's not Korean barbecue.
Teppanyaki.
Yeah, that's Japanese, right?
Teppanyaki.
People were saying Korean barbecue is way more than Korean barbecue. The Korean cuisine. I says, okay, fine. I didn't say that I don't like, you know. I'm not speaking for the whole country of Korea. I mean, we love Korean food. We love all things Korea, except the north part.
Right.
Hate the north, love everything in the south.
Absolutely.
Not the people of the north. We love that. It's just that fat fucking little.
But it's not because he's fat.
Yeah, why'd I say that? I don't know why I went there with him. Because I think why I went there is because everybody in that country's starving.
Yeah.
And he's like fat as fuck.
There's something
I
more to
see.
it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Right.
everyone's like, oh God, I'm eating roots. I'm digging roots out of the ground and trying to catch my neighbor's dogs.
Yeah.
My children don't feed. And he's walking around like goddamn Veruca's
Yeah.
violet after she turned into a blueberry.
Right.
want to go down in history.
So that
What you're saying is fat man bad.
in this that
In this
fat man
case?
is bad.
Yeah, right.
He
Don't
is.
call him a fat pig. You can't do it.
I didn't say that. That's mean. So I'm gonna try a whole bunch of Korean food, I guess, right, Sam?
She's not here.
Thanks, Sam. Thank you to Sam.
Gets me every time.
I'll disappear.
Oh, who's put it? Did Sam put it together? Or she?
Yes. 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 She's just not in her seat right now.
So how did we do this? Did we order the food? Did she make the food? Does anyone have any?
No, she ordered from a couple places, I
Oh,
believe.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, this
Lot
now
of,
I'll say this. I don't know if she's respected this wish, man, but I don't like seafood. Pretty much across the board.
Not a lot of seafood in Korea. So it's like that's not the main thing.
Really?
A lot of meat. Yeah, there's a lot of meat.
They don't fuck with seafood like
Tell him to bring out the whole
I mean, they do, but
They
not
do.
Like, crazy.
like anyone else does.
Yeah, I guess that's fair to say.
Okay.
Tell him to bring out the whole ocean.
We're not bringing out the whole ocean.
I'm so
The
excited.
Japanese, they love.
Lots of seafood and Japanese food, yes.
Okay. Be my
Should
guest.
say this is
You've never
just
backed out from anything, so don't
Korean
stop.
American food. Because I don't know how popular seafood is in actual Korea.
Japan is all about the
But like Korean food here in Los Angeles is mostly meat, not a lot of
never
seafood.
stopped
Thank
you.
Thank you so much.
I gotta say, it's my favorite dish, cuisine.
Oh yeah,
I think
Korean.
so.
You love Korean food?
Dude,
Actually, you know what I'm gonna say? It's always nice. It's always a nice experience with the family and everyone when you go
Is this
out.
part of the mission?
And get Korean
Just fucking
food. I
this
agree.
guy.
Korea, but I've only done it once, and it was hot.
It was hot?
I don't care about Johnny. I'm just trying
It
to
was
do
very
missions.
hot. There was a hot grill in front of us. It was hot.
I see.
Korea
You're
is
very
a-
sensitive to temperature, I've noticed.
well. I am delicate.
Like it bugs you when it's too hot or too cold. Like,
I am delicate, my friend. Unless I'm like Goldie. I'm like Goldilocks
yeah.
of podcasting. Korea is a peninsula surrounded by sea. Thank you, AB. Which has historically made seafood a readily available import of Korean diet. Seafood is not only abundant, but also highly valued in Korean cuisine, and is a key ingredient in many traditional dishes. AB just called you guys liars.
There you go.
ChatGPT, that's your boy.
That's your boy.
Yeah.
So I hate to be the bearer.
Afterlife.
So, we also got new. Well, I have my new Shrek props I wanted to show off with Sam, but she's not here.
She unfortunately forgot hers today.
What? Then I'll wait for her, because I made her wait for me.
Show 'em on Friday.
They were here the other day.
Shrek?
She wore them home, I guess.
Yeah, she took them home.
I'll wait.
What do you know about her?
Here they are, guys. Take a look.
Wait just a sec.
Sick,
That's
right?
not how this works.
Nice.
These are awesome.
Looks great.
Look at this Croc shoes.
Serious
Croc.
trouble. Go, please, just go.
Oh man. You guys. Lena saw James Charles after the last time. I don't know if y'all remember, it happened a little while ago, but AB and Lena were like, we see James Charles.
Sister.
And we're like, take a picture. And he had us all on the edge of our seats in our group chat. And then after, you know, leading us on for what seemed like hours, he took a. Did he end up taking a photo and it didn't look anything like?
They took a photo and it wasn't James Charles.
wasn't him, yeah.
It was John Gnarls.
John Gnarl, a very respectable man.
Yeah. Shout out.
Specific. He dates older women. He's straight and he dates old women. Here I am saying Shrek cock. Everyone like this, okay? So I'll play it for you. Yeah. I don't want to miss this. Breaking news: Shrek cock. Crocs. I have my pair too.
Shrek cock.
Shrek cock. Shrek cock. Thank you. You know he's got a fat motherfucking one though. Cock. Like you know he's got a thick. Fucking damn cock. Tree trunk.
Oh yeah.
Shrek does, you say?
Yeah,
Yeah, dude.
Shrek. You think Shrek has a huge cock?
Of course.
For
No,
sure.
no, it's part of the lore.
Why, you disagree?
You
I don't
don't?
know. It's part of the lore?
Yeah, it's a no thing.
You think Shrek is not packing a tree trunk, bro?
It's
I
written
can't
in.
Is it
to
shaped
have
like
your
his ear?
cock in my mouth.
Like, I'm talking like a light
I don't know if I
bulb,
did
dude.
that right.
Hey, Mom.
Oh.
For sure.
I know. I'm not embarrassed, Dan. Mom. Oh, she can't hear me yet?
Am I in? Am I doing this right?
You sure are. She can't hear me. Well, I'd like to enjoy this. It's like an appetizer. I love when the touching the screen is fantastic.
Participants too. Mute, video shop, react.
You guys get tickled when you see the finger like touch the camera?
It's
so
so
funny.
sick.
It's so funny, isn't it?
Yeah, very.
Hello?
Hi, are you there?
I am, babe. I can't see you. I can only see me.
Okay. Once again, that's Dan's fault.
Oh, there we go. Bless you.
Thank you. How are you doing? You just came back from a funeral, huh?
I did.
You already got your Dodgers cap on, though. We're moving on quickly from that.
No. My girlfriend's husband was a Dodger fan, so everyone at the funeral had their Dodger blue gear on.
Oh, that's nice.
Can't go back out?
I
What
took
the
off my
fuck?
jersey 'cause it was
I was
so
gonna get my
bright
gun. I got
hot,
the
and
access
I had a
card.
jersey on too.
Did you take the jersey off at the funeral?
No, I wore the
You wore it.
jersey at the funeral. Here, I'll show you my jersey. Dad and I got it on Fan Appreciation Day, and it's Moeller, which isn't or Bueller rather. He's not on our team anymore.
So they giving you out old jerseys on Fan Appreciation Day? The guy's not even on the
Well,
team.
every day they have, whenever they have Fan Appreciation Day, they give you different things. If you get there, it's first come, first serve. So if you get there early, like Dad and I always go to the game, like, an hour early, we get stuff. Like there was a bobblehead night, which we didn't make, actually.
But did they hand you that jersey after he was already gone?
Oh, no, he was on the team at the time.
Right.
Yeah.
Good. What do
Yeah,
they
I
do
was
with all the
just-
old jerseys? You know, when they trade someone away, you got to do something with all the old jerseys. I wonder what.
I still wear it.
Right.
I still wear it.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out
You-
Walker
Once a
Bueller.
Dodger, always a Dodger,
Hmm.
So.
You didn't get called out at the funeral for wearing an old player?
No, I didn't.
And so the reason I wanted to talk to you today, Mom, is that there's this issue we've been dealing with of H3 producatones. Are you aware of this?
I knew you were going to do that. I knew you were
Okay.
going to talk about that.
Okay, and do you know what I want to talk to you about specifically?
Well, it was a parody, and
She has.
I didn't know this when Dad and I were over the house the other day, and Dad, everyone seemed to know that you were getting a tattoo, but
I told you, Mom. I told you before you tweeted that.
I totally did not remember you saying you were going to get a tattoo. And then I saw your mother here's myopic, and so all I saw was, Shredder and I thought it was really cute. Although I must say, I was a little suspicious when I saw the top hat.
Yeah.
I thought, why doing that?
Well, I had a tattoo artist pitch me this, and I was like, the fuck? He sent me in a top hat, and it doesn't even look like Shredder.
Yeah, that's kind of weird. And
But you said you loved it.
well, you know, I love the fact that Shredder looked a lot like Shredder, except for that dog had pointed ears where Shredder's ears kind of flopped a little bit.
Yeah.
But I don't know, if you do get a tattoo of Shredder, where would you put it?
So I'm actually going to get it this Saturday. I found a new artist, and I'm going to do it right here on my forearm. Can you see?
That's gonna hurt on the forearm. I've heard that that's a sensitive area.
It's not that bad.
I don't think so. From what I heard, I don't think it's a terrible
It's
spot.
just where the elbow creases hurts, which you're doing
Yeah.
lower than that.
Oh, the
That's where I've
crease?
got
No, I'm not
mine.
going to the crease. I'm not creasing
kill.
it, brother. What is
Is
the
it gonna?
Bruise spot.
It's gonna be small. How big is it gonna be?
I'm thinking of doing a full sleeve.
No way.
Like a full sleeve, and then half my face will be Shredder's face, so it's like, just shows the melding of our spirits. No, it's just
Okay,
gonna
I'm
be.
all aboard, but
Actually, I'll
not
show
that.
you. I have a photo. A little preview. I'll show you what we've got, because I showed it.
Okay.
Actually, here, this is perfect. What do you think about this one? That's my dog. Is there-
But his ears are pointy. Why can't he just do it from a picture of Shredder?
Well, that was kind of the problem, yeah. Oh,
See, I
well-
mean, look.
Well,
right
Mom,
next
here's the preview of the tattoo.
Okay. Oh God, Ethan, you're a weirdo.
Okay. Here's a preview of the tattoo. Let me pull it up.
Gary, do you have the air conditioner on? It's so hot in here.
No, he doesn't.
Like
But you
mother
know,
like son.
Can I tell you? What? What does that mean? No,
Nice
he's cheap.
job with the air
He doesn't
conditioning.
turn on the AC, and they live in the valley where it's 100 degrees every day.
Right.
Not father like son, Dan. Take that back.
It's
No.
104.
She says it's hot.
Here, this is the
Yeah.
tattoo, by the way, Donna.
I don't know. Ethan usually has the air conditioner on too high, and I'm usually cold.
I keep telling you guys, you have to get someone out there to look at the pressure. There's no air pressure. You guys are just running. You just got to call an AC guy, but I don't know. You guys don't want to do it.
I don't know. I mean, your air conditioner, that was the air conditioner you put in.
Yeah, it's great. It's a really good one.
Huge, just as big as me.
Massive.
Yeah.
So I'm
So I
saying-
don't know.
Okay.
What-
All right. Here's the tattoo. It's covered with the
Fuck!
playground just because I took a screenshot of the video, but this is what it's gonna look like.
That's a pretty good sized one. So then, are you going to put Alfredo on your other arm?
I mean,
If
he's
she-
not right now. Not right now. Just Shreddy.
Yeah.
Let's not think about that terribly.
Yeah, I'm not thinking about that.
Yeah.
Come on, Mom.
Shreddy, Shreddy. Well, you
Now
have
you're
to
gonna
wait.
make me think about Alfredo dying.
No, Shredder was your first baby.
Yeah, he was very special. He's my boy.
Yeah. Yeah,
But anyways,
even-
that's actually not the reason. So the real
Okay.
reason I'm talking to you is related to Brodecadons, but it's not your engagement with this tweet. Now, so what happened was you realized, I said, Mom, block this guy.
Right.
He keeps tricking you. Okay.
Well, yeah. Okay.
And then,
I'm just, like I said, I'm myopic, and I should have known that it was a parody, and your fans were the ones that were like, oh
Mom,
my
do me
God.
a favor. Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Open your phone and go to my Twitter page.
Then you're gonna lose me. That's okay?
Well, can we hear her?
I think we'll still hear you if you minimize.
Okay.
Let's
Go
see.
to your Twitter
Yeah,
page.
just go to your Twitter page and go to my.
Actually, I don't
Let
think
me
we'll
see if I
even
can
lose
find-
her.
Go to
Here
my.
we go.
Twitter.
She just won't see us.
Yeah, we can still see her.
Okay.
Yeah, this is perfect.
Here we go. Oh, see, it's on the top. How am I gonna do that? Because I'm in the way.
You can probably
we go.
move it down
Oh,
to
there
the
we
bottom.
go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
I see that stupid guy, which I cannot get off of my phone.
Well, go to my page,
Ridiculous.
H3 Productions. That's
Yeah,
mine.
I know.
Spelled correctly.
Not Producticons.
Okay, here you are. Here's your H3.
And what do you see there?
I see your logo, and it says the official. Oh, there's the picture of your arm. Wait, that can't be right.
Okay, she's on the wrong
H3
page.
podcast. This is Off the Rails is going live. Okay, this is one of those. And it's a picture of a shredder in a suit with a bow tie with roses.
Right. So
Is
that
that
you're
not
looking
you?
at you're looking at Producatons again.
Shit.
So I need you to go to my. Here, send her the link. She can just open it. You know what I mean?
Okay, sure.
Send you the link.
Let's try that.
I gotta get this guy off my phone.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to Twitter.
Well, yeah. No, we'll send you the link. It's at H3 Productions, right?
Okay. I didn't put the at.
We got the Howie Mandel mischief music.
Where's Evelyn? I want to talk to her.
At H. Oh, here, Dan's sending it to me. Okay.
So hold on. Now. Yeah.
I just opened it. Oh, it's Howie Mandel is in the corner, and that guy, that parody.
Right. Go down.
It says it's blocked. I blocked him.
You blocked him. Him being who?
The guy who pretends it's you.
Whose page are you on right now?
I just sent you the link to Ethan's page.
I know. I just touched what you.
And so
right.
And so that page is blocked.
Wait a minute. Okay. Here's the link when you're ready. Okay. I'm touching it.
Yeah.
And then it comes up this other guy, and it's because I blocked him.
No, but listen. You.
Let me guess he's in the forest.
The link you clicked is my.
He's out in the
page.
countryside.
Right. And then if you go to my page, it says what?
That H3 Productions is blocked. Are you sure you want to view these posts? I'm confused.
All right, I'll just.
Because it's a picture of you without any hair, weighing
Well, we
a
both.
lot of weight.
He has the same profile picture as me.
That's not your profile picture that you had before.
I changed it like, I don't know, a few months ago.
To that?
Mm-hmm.
Chill, keep calm.
It was just funny because there was like these alpha bros, I guess, were passing. They thought it was a real photo of me, so I decided to make it my profile picture.
Well, how the hell am I supposed to
Well, just
find
look.
out who you?
You
There's
look at
one
the
with the
handle.
check mark. Are you the one with the check mark?
That doesn't mean anything anymore, unfortunately. Thank you, Elon. No, but just look how my handle's spelled. That's how you tell.
Well, one of them says at the H3 podcast is not you.
That's the podcast.
Too bad you can't talk to
That is the podcast.
That is
At
the
the podcast is separate.
H3 podcast.
It's not my personal Twitter, but that is our podcast Twitter account.
Okay, well that's what I was. Well, what about?
Mom, here, read this. Read this. Can she see this? Pull back up your camera, and then read this.
All right, hold on. I'm on Zoom.
Yeah, if you come back to Zoom, you might have to turn your camera back on. Click the little camera icon.
Old timey. Thank you, Elon, by the way, for verifying everybody. that was a really.
That was a great move.
User
Fantastic
move
stuff.
there. Yeah, fantastic. Absolutely.
Okay, I can see you.
So do you see the screen? I have something up
You're
there.
so teeny tiny. I can barely see it.
But do you see the tweets there I put for you to read?
No.
Okay. Okay. I'll
Here,
read
I can
it
put
too.
Chat.
Oh, wait, I want to
put
see your
chat.
face, though. I want to see your face. Can she see that?
Yeah, Donna, can you see if you can turn your camera back on?
I thought I did. Zoom, start video.
That's
start
it.
video.
Yep, that's it.
That's it?
Yep.
Okay, wait. Let me see if I can do that again. Oh, God. I hate this.
You're okay. Yeah, if you just hit that start video, it should come right back.
Oh, now I'm watching something weird, like a car.
Right, you're seeing our video, but we can't see you. Your camera is still
start.
off. There it is.
you are.
There you are.
All right, so Mom, what I want to tell you today is that you did block an account.
Was it you?
You blocked me, and you left Producatons.
Oh my God.
He got you again.
Son of a bitch.
He got you, man. He got you, Mom. So do you want
You know what? When I see you guys Sunday, you're gonna have to help me figure this thing out.
I can help you right now.
Okay. All right. What do I do?
So go to H3 Street Production. You know what? I'll help you when I see him. I'm not sure this is gonna be the best content.
But until then,
Yeah.
don't talk to Ethan over Twitter.
Well, you just have to click unblock. I mean, there's a button right there. It goes boom. Unblock.
Yeah, I'll unblock you. I thought that was his account.
I know.
Block me.
He got you again.
Isn't
I'm
it-
telling you, this guy.
isn't
No, this
there
guy's a
something
problem.
really tricky about, I mean, how
Yeah.
can your fans find you?
I don't know, but this guy Producaton is a real menace. Like I'm thinking of taking legal action against him.
All I know is your fans kept on saying, Donna, it's a parody. And I thought, oh, shit.
So
I was
here-
answering all of the comments like, I know. I'm trying to figure it out.
Here's a thread. You said, I know, I just blocked him. And then the response, you blocked the wrong account. Donna, you blocked your son. Donna, you blocked your son, Donna. Everyone's yelling at
Oh,
you.
shit. How did you know that?
Because they can see who you're following.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I should do this right now. I'm going to unblock you.
Maybe
Can I
we'll
do
call,
that?
how about this? We'll call you back in 10 minutes and see.
Okay.
So,
All right. I'm gonna unblock you. Call me back.
All right. We'll check in on you. As my
All right.
mom.
Let's see if I can turn this thing off. All right.
I'll leave it up
Let's
and down.
see.
Leave it.
All right. Here's Twitter. What the hell? Oh. Ah! I can't even turn you guys off. Let's see. Why is this happening here? Ethan, I don't think I can do this. Wait, let me get rid of this thing. Okay, here we go.
That's my favorite part.
Block. All right. Unblock. Unblock.
All right. Well, thank you, Mom. We'll talk to you in a minute.
It still says block, though. Oh,
Keep
okay,
trying.
I'm following you now.
We'll keep trying. We'll call you back in 10, okay?
I got it. I already got it. Is there a picture of Howie Mandel up in the corner?
It looks the same as mine. He made his look identical to mine. It's identical in every way except the handle.
I don't know if this is then. Well, I just unblocked it, so if that's not you.
It sounds like maybe you did unblock me. So now you got to go figure out how to block Produktons. That villain.
Yeah, you're talking about.
All right,
You're talking
Mom.
about Russell
We'll send you the
Brand.
link. We'll send you the link to Produktons.
Okay.
So you know who's who. Yeah. Oh, here's his.
I
big-
don't like this picture of you. You're so. Why are you making yourself look like that?
I think it's just a silly little joke about because. Yeah.
I've never known a person try to make themselves look goofy like you. All right, wait. Let me see.
All right, that's Donna Klein, everybody. My mom. Got back from the funeral.
She's the best.
Walked her own son.
I didn't mean to.
After everything,
I'll tell you what.
everything, Mom.
What's that, babe?
After everything we've been through.
I know.
All 38 years.
We have been through a lot. We've been through a
Oh,
lot.
she's back. You're back.
I'm back.
All right. Well.
I figured that out.
Okay. Well.
So now I have to push leave, right? Oh, just for the record, Ethan, do you and your fans, you know what this Friday is?
Huh.
Dad and I are going to be married 49 years.
Wow. Congrats.
That's a lot. That's a big one. 50 is gonna be.
49 years.
What are you guys
Gary,
gonna do for
you still
50?
love me?
Don't ask. He goes, don't ask.
Gary, do you still love me? What do you mean? Is it a trick question? Do you still love me?
Oh, brother.
He says, of course.
Yeah, of course he does.
Love ya.
What are you guys doing for
Love ya.
50? That's the big one, right?
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing. Dad's knees are an issue, so we'll have to figure out where we're gonna go. I want to
Wheelchair?
go.
I can get him a mobility scooter.
Hey, listen, if we go to Europe, you cannot be handicapped. It's not a handicap-friendly place to be.
Really? They didn't do the ADL shit or whatever?
Well, you know, Europe's so old, and everything's cobblestone and all of
No,
that.
but you should see there's really beautiful mobility scooters you can get with like really good traction and huge wheels.
Yeah, and how are you supposed to get upstairs when you want to go to the metro?
No.
Or the tube?
There's a ramp at the metro.
Yeah.
Not in Europe?
Just all of Europe, no ramps on any metros.
There wasn't one that I saw
Can
in
I get a
London or
picture of a ramp at a metro? I mean, I'll fact check this.
Okay, check. Dad and I were Spain, England, France, and Italy.
What do you think that the people in wheelchairs do?
They're screwed.
They're screwed.
One of my close friends is in she has a walker, and she was going to be taking a European vacation, and she changed it. She changed it because there's just no way for her to be able to get around.
We haven't been able to find a single ramp in Europe yet, and the guys are looking. I haven't found
I'm
anything.
telling you,
Well, it's
Europe
just like
is
a very
old.
specific. I mean, I found an article about wheelchair accessibility in the London Tube, so it sounds like.
Oh.
So here,
okay, well.
this could be Dad. I mean, they bust out the red carpet, you might say.
This one's Denmark. The next one is Brussels.
So we'll have to. So this one's Denmark, Brussels.
Yeah.
Look
Maybe we'll go to Denmark or Brussels.
Look at the respect that you get here. You know, that's good. So ask
Yeah.
Dad. I'll for your guys' 50th. I could buy him a mobility scooter of his dreams.
I'm not taking a mobility scooter to Europe, if we even go to Europe.
Ask him if he prefers. Ask him if he prefers the one with the straw or the one where he controls by hand.
The straw?
Those are for like paraplegics, but I understand he's pretty lazy.
Oh,
so.
God.
That's what it is, right?
Yeah.
You blowing it.
That's correct.
All right. I love you guys. I'm going to go have lunch and spend some time with your father who still loves me.
All right, Mom. Have a great day. Thanks for calling.
Thanks, Donna.
Okay, sweetheart. I'll see you Sunday.
All right. Thanks for unblocking me.
Thanks.
Fuck out of my way.
Yo, you hear what this
Leave.
motherfucker said
There we
to
go.
me? That's what you're
Hey, and there she goes. She vanishes into ethereal mist.
Well, there we go. I think we got through to her.
Yeah.
But you know,
You did it.
I feel bad
Did it, Joe.
for people like
Gotta be with a damn
people my mom's age is not as technologically, literate as us. For not all, but some.
Mm-hmm.
And Elon Musk really fucking their lives up with this check mark.
Yeah.
My poor mom. She doesn't know any. She's totally lost on Twitter. She's still looking for check marks. All right.
I'm fucked up. I need healing.
Thank you, Mom.
Shut the fuck up.
Meanwhile, I'm
Bitch,
trying to get
heal
Jimmy
me.
on Tiger Belly. Looks like we're gonna make it happen.
Okay.
I'm super happy to say I called in a favor with Bobby Lee. I said, Bobby, I need a favor. He said, I tried to call you. What's up? King shit. Thought it was an emergency. He tried to hit me up.
Wow.
Appreciate that.
You're burning a lot of favors on Jimmy. Gotta say.
Burning?
All different flavors.
I'll get him back.
Okay.
I said, okay, I have a friend comedian, Jimmy Lee. It's kind of hard to explain, but he's this wild character. He's been on the show a bunch, and he just did Howie's podcast. I think you guys would have insane chemistry. I just wanted to suggest him for your show. I love him, and I want to see him spread his wings, but the Howie app actually got really good views for him, so I think the episode will do really well. Our fans will love it. He says, okay, George will handle it.
Let's go.
There you go.
Wow.
So Jimmy is going to be on, what we said, around September, or December, I mean?
That was the next time that he was going to be in town, so yeah.
He's not going to come in for Bobby Lee. This is even bigger opportunity than Howard.
Well, maybe he will. I don't know yet. Yeah.
Are you in contact with George? Schedule that?
Yeah, I have messaged him.
Did he respond?
I haven't heard back yet.
Oh
No.
shit. Might have to stay on him. So there it is. Also, Jimmy made an appearance on the Tom Ward show. This is the collaboration of a lifetime. Look at this. Tom and Jimmy together at last. Bald and Balder. We love them though. We love them for that.
I started the music officially in 04, and I stopped in like 12, and I started comedy.
Evelyn Parker, you fucking dumb dipshit. I said it 5 times already.
Nice one.
Holy
He didn't even
shit.
smile. He's like, no, I'm 23.
I'm 23.
Yeah, that's real. That's true.
when you started that.
Mid-50s, but you can't tell Ethan.
Oh shit.
Ethan wants to know my age, and he gets
That's a direct question. What is your age?
He won't tell you, Tom.
Don't answer. Why don't you answer that? I'm 45.
I can't get him out of it, Tom. I can't get him out of it, Tommy. We had to do some deep investigation work. People really went crazy, like found his yearbook photos, which is actually really interesting. I don't know if one of you guys can pull that up. He's a strapping young lad. But the guy's, he's 66, I'm pretty sure that's the age.
Yep.
We've unveiled it. Sorry, Tom. We got the exclusive on that one.
You got more out of me than Ethan. That's why I'm laughing.
What? No, he did not. What did you say?
Oh, Ethan.
Wait, what do you mean mid-50s?
Ethan wants to know my age.
Mid-50s.
That's a direct question. What is your age?
Mid-50s.
Don't answer.
Oh yeah, right. He got more. Here's Jimmy in high school. I think he graduated in like 1940 or something.
It says 1975 on the
Oh,
next slide.
1975. Okay. Overshot a little bit.
So careful what you
So, fantastic. Huge collaboration, guys. I suggest everybody go support both of them. Here's the thumbnail. I got a couple of great moments here of these two greats. What the fuck? That's the thumbnail?
It's a goblin mode.
Dude, I think I mentioned goblin mode. I think that he may be taking it too far. He did the goblin mode in the thumbnail?
I like it.
Like Yoda?
Well, yeah. Probably assumed we were going to talk about it, so.
Who drew that?
Actually, you know what's
Cute little
funny?
goblin.
That kind of looks like our thumbnails.
Yeah.
And our titles. So I can't hate on that.
Yeah.
Taylor Swift and
Learned it from
Travis
you, Dad.
Kelce. Jimmy Lee, the Outlaw. I mean, I guess, honestly, try it. We love that.
Switching it up.
He's switching it up, man. Although,
discourage that.
it looks like he's one of his own stories.
You're in all of your own thumbs too.
I know, but like you got to do it like Dobrik, where your head face is huge and you're reacting. Otherwise, he just looks like he's another character in the story.
Yeah.
He's the main character in his own story. You know, aren't we all?
Let's see. Full video's out. Tom asked Jimmy about a sample of his jokes. Oh, brother. Hope you're ready for this one, Tommy boy.
But, you know, it's like almost Clark Kent and Superman, two different characters.
Well, let's hear more. Let's hear some jokes, man. We heard from Dr. Wiener for.
I don't want to use the fucking mirror.
If people are still watching.
Right.
Plenty.
So if people who don't.
If people are still watching, did they leave already?
I find this interesting. Hopefully other people do.
So
but give us an example of the jokes for people who aren't familiar with your comedy, the street stuff.
So I do stereotypic, you know, insult style humor. So if you're a black guy, I'm gonna ask you how long you've been black.
What? All right, how's Tom gonna take that? So if you're a black guy, for example.
And if you're a dark
Hey, you okay? Tom liked it. A little
if you're
giggle.
a black guy, I'm gonna say I've seen a lot of black people, but so you're overdoing it. You know, something like
Whoa! Have we heard that one? Oh, that's crazy. Sir, you're overdoing your... That's crazy, Jimmy.
What?
The fat guy, for example.
that. And if you're a dark
Hey, you okay? Tom liked it. A little
if you're a
giggle.
black guy, I'm gonna say I've seen a lot of black people, but so you're overdoing it. You know, something like
Whoa! Have we heard that one? Oh, that's crazy. Sir, you're overdoing your... That's crazy, Jimmy. Tom, how you gonna take that one?
If you're Chinese, I'm gonna say.
Now I think he's worried.
Right.
The smile faded a bit, and then it turned into
I don't want to
concern.
finish this sentence.
Give
So
us an example of the jokes
Watch
for
this.
people who aren't familiar with your comedy, the street stuff.
So I do stereotypic, you know, insult style humor. So if you're a black guy, I'm gonna ask you how long you've been black. And if you're a dark-skinned black guy, I'm gonna say I've seen a lot of black people, but so you're overdoing it. You know, something like that. If you're Chinese, I'm gonna say no starch on the collar, please. We talked about this before. And by the way, do you have any duck sauce? So it's very stereotypic humor. If you're
Super racist,
Japanese
you
and
know.
you know, you have large breasts, I'm gonna say it's quite a set of Tanakas you got there.
Oh my
Don't
God.
mind me saying so. When you ask permission to insult someone, it's funny. So I walk up to a girl and I say, "May I say something?" And the girl goes, "Sure." And you go, you got to be one of the ugliest pros I ever seen. Your face will look really good. And you walk away. So when you ask permission, it makes it funny. So I can vibe a situation, look at the people. First of all, I can figure whether I'm going to be able to hit them and they're gonna like it. If they don't, no, I won't go. But then I have to figure out to say the best one I did. Are you able to go on the Instagram? You have access to my Instagram. You can post. Show
Damn, her tits just bounce off that last step.
Wait, I'll just.
And I can set it up. And this is probably.
Oh my
Can you-
God, sir! I think you're doing it too much, don't you think?
The Instagram is everything.
Done a couple of things.
Jimmy.
He has a million, so.
1.1 actually.
Oh, it's gone up.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
He's at 1.1. I'm dead serious. He's gonna pass me by the time the
Oh,
live
yeah.
show comes along.
He gained 100,000 followers since last week.
Well, yeah, because he had a big appearance on this show.
Man, how long is my screen gonna be fucked up?
Did it too.
Howie, I mean, yeah, tremendous.
Is there a
news on Howie
quest
Mandel show.
to fix this shit?
Right.
Let's
They
see.
love him there. Come to Brazil, they say.
Yep.
So that was a pretty fun moment. I mean, that was some new artillery from Jimmy. Definitely
keeping it fresh.
Definitely don't do that joke, Jimmy. If you're watching, don't do that one. Jimmy talks about how he can't do racist jokes anymore with the quote blacks. Oh brother.
You know, my wife always says you're gonna get famous or get killed. That's what she tells me.
So what do you do like when you do race stuff? I mean, do you get
Dude, shout out Jimmy drinking from this
racist
red
stuff? Well-
solo cup. Is he kegging it or what?
He is for sure.
or sexist or?
The problem with the black jokes is you can't do the real rough ones anymore, so I stopped them.
Unlike the one where you tell a black person they're going a little too
You
far.
just did it.
What would you? Oh my god. Sometimes I forget how racist this shit is, and then I'm like, oh shit.
And with blacks, I can do age, I can do weight, I can do education. I can't do the race ones too much. I had some real good ones, but they're too rough. I still can get away with
This is kind of what I
dancing.
was talking about the other day when you were asking about the crossover with Bobby Lee, but I didn't expect it to happen on the Tom Ward podcast.
I
of all
mean,
places.
it's almost, it's in a way, it's almost like the less pushback, the more emboldened he becomes. Because
Right.
Tom is like an empty, canvas for Jimmy's expression.
Right.
And so he doesn't see someone being like, yo, dude, maybe don't say that joke.
I feel like Bobby's gonna encourage him.
It's gonna be.
And that's what I was. Right, exactly.
Dude, it's gonna be so freaking entertaining.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah,
But it's gonna be like Titanic. It's gonna sink. It's like done.
It was beautiful while it was going on, but
The thing is, Jimmy can't be canceled. Like, he has nothing. It's only up. He has only to gain from this.
Right.
We hold the keys here.
Just like his follower account.
Although
Goes up.
my concern is that he'll say something so heinous that we'll have to like.
Man, why is my screen
Disavow him.
fucked up? How
That's
can I
what
fix
meant.
this?
That's what I was trying to say.
He's
But
pretty close,
I said if he goes on if he goes on the podcast with Bobby Lee, there's a good chance that that's the end of the Jimmy Lee
What if-
saga on the
what
Issue
if
podcast.
Bobby gets sponsors pulled? Like, I could see that happening, kind of. Because sometimes Bobby gets carried away
Yeah,
too.
see, Jesse Crespo just donated $5. Said, "I'll say it again. Bobby's gonna get Jimmy to drop the N-bomb."
No way.
I mean,
listen, I think we may lose Jimmy because of this, but sacrifice him one
The hell of a way
it's
to
gonna
go
be,
out.
yeah, it's
I
gonna be the final
genuinely
show.
don't think so. I don't think so.
It's like the final test.
I'll say something so heinous that we'll have to like.
disavow
we'll have to
him.
cut him
That's
off.
what I meant. That's what I was trying to say.
He's
But
pretty close,
I said if he goes on if he goes on the podcast with Bobby Lee, there's a good chance that that's the end of the Jimmy Lee
What if,
saga on the
what
Issue
if Bobby
podcast.
gets sponsors pulled? Like, I could see that happening, kind of. Because sometimes Bobby gets carried away
Yeah,
too.
see, Jesse Crespo just donated $5. Said, "I'll say it again. Bobby's gonna get Jimmy to drop the N-bomb."
No way.
I mean,
Listen, I think we may lose Jimmy because of this, but sacrifice him one
The
night,
hell of a
'cause
way
it's
to
gonna
go
be,
out.
yeah, it's
I
gonna be the final
genuinely
show.
don't think so. I don't think so.
It's like the final test.
Final curtain call.
It's true in a sense. If he can pass the Bobby Lee test, then maybe he's here for the long run.
God, I can't skip anything
I mean,
anymore.
he's
They
old,
tricked
not
me.
that long, but in the Showtime figure of speech,
God damn it.
not in like the
For like the first-
life longevity figure of speech. Although he's 76.
God.
He has had a good run, right?
66.
No, 66. Jimmy says he'll be at our live show, our next live show. That's news to me.
News to us.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure about that.
Yeah,
I mean, we haven't really planned it out. I haven't. Not that he's not invited. We just haven't really sent out invitations yet.
I'm gonna go to my apartment to sleep. This shit is annoying.
You posted because when he was here, he kept asking about it.
Shit is so
I mean, he's
fucking
more than welcome
annoying.
to come as a guest. I don't know if I'm ready to do another like tomatoes thing.
Oh yeah, I mean that's.
I'd love to see him like on a personal level.
Let's wait for the Tiger Belly episode. We'll let him know.
Exactly.
That's true.
Brad Stein, who's helping us on distribution. So we have people on the back end. And then the other upcoming thing is the H3 live show.
Johnny, why the fuck did you
We're gonna be
appear
out
for
there.
nothing?
That always is a big vibe.
Fuck out of here,
So
man.
that's the upcoming thing.
There's always a vibe.
He says it like it's a comedy festival. Like, we're gonna be out in LA for the H3 podcast show. Good vibes out there. We'd like to get out there and give him a good time.
It's like he's doing us a favor.
Now we used to do it once a year. And it really works because
Once
LA
a
is
year. We've done it once, Jimmy. But anyway, the views are quite good. I have to say, Jimmy is kind of pulling the viewership. Like, if you look at Howie, the episode did great. Tom Ward, he's crushing it so far. 4 hours, 3.5 thousand views. I think that's pretty good for Tommy Boy. I mean, if you look at his last episode from 12 days ago, our boy didn't even get 600 views, which is pretty incredible.
It's impressive.
I don't know, man. I feel
Where
like
the
I used
fuck
to
do I
share
sleep? Oh, right
my
near the
videos
door.
on
Nice.
Facebook and get more views than that, but
God, this shit is actually fucking annoying me. What the fuck has been?
Isn't he?
Jimmy basically told
The
us
time lapsing, the time
back
lapsing
to
stuff in this
Mexico
game is fucking stupid.
Yeah,
Like
that's
waiting
weird.
10 real life
Yeah, look at
in-game
that.
hours of play.
All right. So that's that. Check it out.
Oh,
guys,
and
if you're
it's
interested.
still not
Howie
ending.
actually had Carrot
Is
Top
it
on in
fucking
another weird
bugged?
twist of fate. We tried to get Carrot on.
All right, let's sleep for
Me and
much
Jimmy,
longer.
actually. And Trisha had Carrot on.
This shit's
How weird
fucking
is that?
annoying. Oh my god.
And then Howie had Carrot on. And then Howie talked to Carrot about me. And so I guess me and Carrot are just star-crossed
Sleep a whole
lovers.
day.
But well, hopefully our paths cross. How was Carrot job? I typed.
No.
Carrot job.
Okay, this is annoying. I'm gonna have to turn off the game. I'm getting hungry.
Carrot job.
This is making it worse. Let me
I
see
guess
how to
coffee
end it
would
though.
like.
The fuck is this
Carrot job to
thing
get a carrot up
called?
your ass, is that it?
But I was curious how Trisha's episode was.
I have my hair to tell you. This woman walking up, she says, I have.
Man, he's such an interesting dude. Carrot Top reveals the most chaotic moments from his career. That was supposed to be my exclusive.
Oh man, here we go.
So here's Howie talking to Carrot about me. Where is it? Here it is. It's muted, of course. Check.
But it's an apology. And it's an apology to Ethan Klein and the H3 podcast. I'm a fan. Ethan, you know I love you.
I
and
love you too,
everybody
Howie.
there.
I see you
saw
out there.
This clip.
Dude, listen to this shit. Jimmy.
Okay,
hits me
first
up.
of all,
You gotta be
this
fucking
is
kidding
Do
me.
you want
It is a glitch.
This like framing they've done is incredible.
I gotta load back and
Dude,
a
his
save
editors are really stepping their
from
game up. The whole
before the
vibe is
conversation with
fantastic.
Johnny.
He should he should
What the fuck?
videos they watch through the lens of the prolapse.
Or maybe end the episodes with "That's all, folks" through the prolapse.
Right.
You gotta be
That's
fucking
all,
kidding me,
folks.
man.
Top on your show. And he sends me a picture of him with Carrot Top. And I'm thinking, there's no damn way he can get me Carrot Top. Not that I think that.
Oh, I
Carrot
did a
Top
bunch
is
of
like a
shit
super
since
hard
that.
get. I mean, peace and love. I like Carrot Top. I like him.
I like Carrot.
I was.
I don't
laughing
remember.
at him.
It was
But I'm
automatic
like,
love.
Jimmy doesn't. He can't get me in, buddy.
There's Johnny.
So I said, yes, Jimmy, I want Carrot Top just to see if he could do it. He sent us a number.
I selected a dialogue option
you
that
should know
bugged my
that I have a
game.
history
Did we? I don't know if we said this, but
with,
apparently he's
Carrot.
he's unavailable on the weekend. Otherwise,
Right, the only day they could do is on the weekend.
and you know, don't fuck around on the weekends. No, it's not even a carrot thing. I just don't fuck. Obama doesn't get me in on the weekend. You know what I mean? Hey, Dan, I need to correct the record. Bueller, the Dodger pitcher, is just injured and out of the season. He'll return in 2024. Oh, thank God. So he's still a Dodger. Oh, my mom. Okay, that's for my mom. Okay, good.
Oh my God.
Said, I feel terrible.
We love you, Walker.
It's
Buehler.
even worse. What the fuck is this?
She said, once a Dodger, always a Dodger. Does that apply to the one that got fired for
Listen to this shit.
The one that just got fired for beating up his girlfriend?
Julio Urias.
What's his name, Zach?
Julio Urias.
Guess we're gonna turn off controller sounds for this game.
Good question, Dan. I mean, these are hard questions we need to be asking.
Enable controller speaker. No.
Oh.
The controller's vibrating too. What the fuck, man?
He's gone.
So, anyway, here's Howie.
Top. I actually called him. He's on this episode. I did not take the idea from you, number one. And number two, I apologize.
Bro, when I saw this, I was so pissed. I was like, Howie got the fucking idea from us. You know what happened? Jimmy gave Howie the contact, and then Parrot booked Howie before he could come on our show.
This glitch has been here for
Totally
3
messed up,
fucking
man. The
years.
allegiances are all over the place.
This has been here since
Jimmy
release.
does not know where his bread is buttered.
That's right.
He doesn't.
For not going through Jimmy. We just got him ourselves.
I'm actually surprised you didn't go
What
through
the
Jimmy.
fuck?
But next time, for our next
You
batch-
gotta be kidding
We
me,
apologize
man.
to Jimmy Lee, the Jersey Outlaw, and mostly to Ethan. I'm sorry.
Thank you guys.
What a piece of
Subscribe,
shit.
like. Here's the podcast.
I'm at
He
8:41.
really, I mean,
all that stuff.
A whole
This guy
fucking
gets it,
30
man.
minutes of
He is a
gameplay.
national treasure.
Nice.
He really is. I genuinely, my only hope in life is to be as like together with it, relevant, funny as Howie is. Not like he like understands comedy. You know what I mean? Today, kids on the street, and he's 70. How old is he? He's like 70.
He's in his 70s, I think, yeah.
That's insane, Howie. It's all that. It's because he doesn't fuck with germs, maybe, that he doesn't age.
67.
Oh, he's 67. Same age as Jimmy.
Oh. I don't even know which save. It was when I was talking to Johnny. I forgot where
More coming up
though.
from Kenny Smiles.
Fuck.
After this, we got to go straight to the Korean food because I don't want that shit to ruin my life and get me sick. Is it being refrigerated?
I don't think it'll be here until...
Oh, it's not here.
No.
Oh, okay.
It will be here very soon.
Okay, perfect. I
Yep.
thought it was sitting out, so that's actually great.
Yeah.
Also, we skipped over.
Where
it,
was
but I
that
gotta show the St.
conversation?
Charles photos to
Right.
Brittany.
Thank you. Thank you. So where was this that you? Was this just Lena or the both of you?
It was just me. It was at a beauty event.
You're here at a beauty event.
Mhm.
Must have been pretty high level for James to be there, no?
Yeah, I went with Nicole Concilio. She invited me to go.
Was it
with.
here?
Is that
Really
her?
nice.
Yeah, that's Nicole.
Yes.
She's a makeup.
So she was helping you out by pretending to take a photo?
No, she didn't know what was going on. I was just like,
Oh
can I
my
take a
God.
quick picture of you? And I was like, I'll explain
okay.
later. Yeah.
She's not involved.
See, even this photo can ruin her career. Even just having James over your shoulder is a liability. Oh my God, but yeah, this is him. That is the sister himself.
I just had to show you guys to redeem.
Could we dig
some
up
of
the
from
old
last time.
photo of the rando that AB took a shot of? That wasn't. Could we find that?
I can find it.
That was so long ago. That was years ago now.
So what was the energy like there around James, Lena? Did you feel some kind of aura?
No, I didn't get too close.
Right.
Yeah.
Smell anything? Any like kind of sulfurous sort of like
I didn't.
Farts?
Yeah, no.
yeah.
Like demon smell? Wow. Well, James, there you are, and people are still hanging out with you, so that's always a surprise and a shock to me. But thank you, Lena. We see him. He's out there.
It's the real deal. It's the real deal.
I'm really sad. I love Kenny Smiles. Hold on.
No, you don't.
Oh,
Yo.
here. Lena, send this back to
Nicole.
To Nicole. Okay, we fixed this for her. Because I don't want
Oh, that's sweet.
Oh, there you go.
No, she's a friend of the show, and I don't want anything bad to happen to her.
Yeah. Yeah.
In fact, can you just take it one step further, Cam? And I don't know who these people are, but they don't
Remove everyone.
Remove everyone but James, please.
Because they might just be trapped in conversation. We don't know.
You know, I don't want to put that on them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I found the James Charles picture, the original one.
I haven't seen this.
Send it. Yeah.
I
Send
this
it.
one.
So here's the one that AV sent us. Oh man, that was all we had, bro. That's just
It's
a
so
dude.
tiny.
That's just some dude, man.
Dude, oh my god. I'm telling you, he was looking back at
Whatever,
me
I'm just gonna select the first dialogue option.
He saw the content court. He saw the content court.
So embarrassing.
AV's got this whole thing built up in his head. He was really just stalking some poor kid.
Selecting my own dialogue options fucked my entire game.
Okay, at this point I see.
Yeah, I get this one, but
that one is definitely.
At least he's got
James
the
coded.
weird ass fucking rectangle head.
That one's James coded.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
he's
does
got
have that.
mask.
He's rectangular. Yeah.
Okay, I'm fixed. I gotta go to Jig Street
Yeah, so
now.
let me know when that's ready, Cameron, and we'll send that
Let's
out.
save. Good.
You know what? We should go.
Jesus fucking Christ,
Here's a really
man.
good,
Hate that
service.
shit. Hate that shit.
Let's follow James, not like physically, but like when he goes to events, we find out, and then we offer to attendants of the event that if he's in any of the photos, we can either remove him or remove them. So as a way
public
to
service?
well, to be charged, there'd be a charge involved.
Oh.
You know.
How much? How much would you expect people to pay?
Well, it's a
for
pretty
James Charles
serious
removal?
thing. We could also do an element of blackmail too, where it's like, well, we could remove it or we could show it to everybody.
I see. It's the good kind of blackmail too, because you don't have to.
Johnny, get the fuck out of my way. I'm never talking to you again.
Implied.
All right,
Stupid
here's-
ass
this is
bitch.
the,
There he is.
Fucking glitched my whole
And
game.
this is kind of what I'd like to see in the close proximity of James. That people just
These
flee
fucking
from the
pussies.
scene.
Maybe Chris Hansen in there.
You know what's actually kind of upsetting and unfair is like this event. Like if people recognize where he is, they're gonna think like they wanted him there, whereas he might have just crashed it.
Right.
Bro, this looks like
cookies for you.
I don't know where this is, but it looks like a middle school cafeteria. You know when they set it up? Like,
No.
There's windows up top.
I was gonna say.
like
Oh
what?
no, it does.
How come
Why
I
did
couldn't
they
skip
do-
before?
What is this place, Lena?
It's like one of those warehouses, but I think it was actually nice inside. They had like a lot of activities, like they did tarot reading. I thought that was super cool. But also, the company is based in New York, so I think maybe they just didn't scout the areas or the locations in LA before choosing one.
Did you
Would
get
be my
your?
guess, but it was fine. It was nice.
Did you get your fortune read?
I did.
What did they tell you?
Just good things ahead. I don't know if they said. I mean, it's like
That's
a
it?
Lena's afraid to say. Just say it.
Wait,
Wait, nothing.
wait, I need to
Nothing
know.
but
I
good
need to
things
know.
ahead.
I need to know, girl.
I mean, I don't know if I believe it anyways because it's like an event full of like content creators and stuff. Maybe they're just telling people like what.
Lena, just say it. Ethan's not gonna
No.
care it.
What do you mean?
It has to do with her job. Go
Tell me.
ahead.
What did that tarot card? What does she know that I don't?
No, nothing. Okay, well, if you insist, baby. She said that the cards say that I'm good at my job and I
Judy,
do
shut the
well,
fuck
and
up.
I like it and stuff. But
I am not in the mood for dialogue right now.
Be open to other opportunities
Bro, get the
that will
fuck out the
come
mirror.
in the next-
Fucking shitty ass Cyberpunk mirrors don't even work when you walk up. You gotta press a
Girl,
fucking
I-
button.
hey, I'm not.
Yo, the cards, dude.
That's what the universe
But
is
that's
telling
like
Bitch.
a guarantee. Something big is coming.
The magic was in that warehouse.
You
Be on
know,
And it
alert.
found you.
you know, I don't usually
Judy,
believe in that
shut
stuff,
the
but Lena
fuck
went to
up
get her
and
palms
skip.
read,
Let me
like,
skip.
years ago,
Dialogue,
2016,
skip. There we go.
Yeah.
And the lady got it really like spot on. Like she said there's someone in your guys' lives, you and your relationship, and she
Regular
gave an initial,
dialogue.
And she's like, that's putting you guys through hell. And at the time, I did have an ex that was driving us.
Do you want to say their first and last name?
I wish her
No,
nothing
oh my
but the
God.
best.
This is the exact location. I don't care what anyone says. Look at this photo. That is where James Charles is in that photograph. That is a freaking middle school dance. Okay.
Auditorium.
Let's not let him in there. I mean, Lena, listen, I don't want you to leave, but I mean, surely, if something great came along, I'd be nothing but thrilled for you.
Oh, thank you. I mean, no, I told her I'm content with my work and stuff, and she said, well, just be open.
Just be open.
Yeah.
Just be open. And I encourage everyone to just be open, you know what I mean? Just be open. I like that she said you're paid well, though.
Yeah.
She goes, don't ask for any raise, you're fine.
I wish we could have found out what James's fortune was. That would have been pretty cool.
That would have been good.
You could have slid her $5 under the table. Hey,
Yes,
we'll be
Kitty.
waiting for that guy with the weird hair.
Okay, now hold the fucking phone. What is this? Was this the night before? Because that's James, right?
Hey.
It's my bar mitzvah, dude.
That's James
I'm gonna
at
come
the
out
same
now
damn,
and make some
the
food.
same damn place, dancing with like teenage, like really young boys. This is making me uncomfortable. I gotta get out of this. That's gross. Hello. Well, that was fun. And for anybody at home who wants to have their own James Charles Odyssey,
I was thinking we don't want to offend anyone, not the place it was at, no hurt people. He's just there by himself.
let's tweet that out.
This one.
Yeah, so people can, you know, create their own adventures.
Well, I made this one. I'll let Cam do a clean version.
Yeah,
Let's go
yeah,
to him.
yeah. Yeah, thank you.
Pleasure doing business.
Yeah, peace and love to everybody in the world, except you, James. Not you. I love everybody in the world. I mean, they're all God's, not you. We're all God's children. Every person in this world deserves a second chance. We are all deserving of God's love, not you. And I just truly, truly believe that we are who we are.
Yeah, you can't be scratching
We're
on my
made
chair like
in
that.
God's image.
This is that good shit.
And therefore, we're blameless in a sense.
Joe,
in all
get outta
times.
here.
You need to leave. James, you need to get the fuck out of here. And I just truly believe that
Can't save.
if we can come together
Whatever.
and understand that we are all just the product of our